You are talking about the nonsensical ravings of a lunatic mind.
And if you don't like my politics, don't buy my book. Problem solved.
We'd be a bit nicer, a bit more self-reflective, and we enjoy the fact that people are working hard to make free content for you. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Peace!
There's plenty of games out there for you to buy. If you don't like this, don't buy it.
And you're really liking these.
I do. I really do. When you come out and say things that's so astronomically stupid that's going to end up tanking the revenue of your product, I mean, yeah, hell yeah, absolutely, 100%. So, how was your day?
I slept like shit, so my day has been shit.
There you go, Carlos. Absolutely. Yep. We have moved away. We're moving away from this.
Don't ask questions. Just consume product and then get excited for next product.
You saw that little thing of Sabretooth right there?
What?
Hi, by the way, hi Steve. Hello everyone.
Everybody. Hello, my baby.
You saw how
yeah.
you watched all of What If, right? I know we're jumping kind of straight into it. But you watched it, right?
Yeah.
You saw that they basically gave Peggy, and whenever they were taking away all the versions of Peggy, they gave her so many versions where she was another Avenger or someone important. Like I saw a version of Peggy where she was Sabretooth. Like if you go back and like look at it, all the I guess all the versions of her, that was like they gave her like she was Thor, she was Sabretooth. Like it was so weird. Like why are they pushing that character so much? I mean, not anymore, hopefully, but still.
Oh no! They're gonna push her to the fucking like. What If is with Disney Plus's What If is an abomination. It is abysmal, nonsensical fan fiction that has gone so far away from the original premise of What If. I talked about it before. I'm going to say it again. It is nonsensical bullshit fan fiction that is nothing more than disrespect.
By the way,
original idea of What If comic.
Not anyone can become a watcher. I was very like,
oh dear Jesus fucking hell!
You have to be born. That is a race of people. You have to be born into that race. You can't actually become a watcher.
Fuck that stupid show. I'm sorry. And holy shit, that stupid fucking Western episode. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
that did not make sense. I'm going to help my people. Well, why did Shang-Chi disagree? Because she was taking the people and doing better for them. But no, we're going to do... Wait. It's nonsensical bullshit. And I'm sorry. It's like, well, kill him. Just kill him. Cut his throat. Kill him right there. Boom. Kill him. Don't wait for anything. Don't hesitate. Kill him. You were trying to kill him before. But now all of a sudden he knows who you are, so you can't kill him. Like, what the fuck? Shut up.
Well, folks, Kilton doesn't know what I have planned for the night.
Oh boy, what you got?
So we're
gonna start with this, or we're gonna start with the plummeting audiences and the absolutely fucking shit show that the last episode of Skeleton Crew was.
The ending of all three shows we've been watching, of all of them, I found the Commando ending the best, but Kilton hasn't watched it yet. So based on what I saw,
of the last episode of What If and the last episode of Skeleton
Skeleton
Crew,
Crew?
that's not saying much. That doesn't come
Now,
across to
I
me
will
as a big
say,
accomplishment.
what
I've been
if
enjoying Skeleton Crew first through 7 episodes, and they
dropped the ball in the last
oh
episode?
my god, they shit the bed on the
Now,
on
I mean,
the ending.
It was.
Jesus
I was not having an issue with the episode until the very end. I was like, it seems like they had the whole episode kind of planned out,
Oh, it's fucking rushed. It was rushed,
and
like
then
you
the
would not
ending was
believe.
rushed.
Absolutely rushed. It's like,
It's like
okay,
I feel like
fine.
the entire episode, John was very much in control. Like, also he had the Force on his side. He should not have lost just some people. He could have
No,
just easily
absolutely not.
pushed all of
No.
them back, which we did establish. Yes, he is a Force
He's a
user.
Force
It's not
user for sure. Because apparently he was, some Jedi found him and started and trained
a Jedi.
him.
So it was established that a Jedi found him during the time when the
They were being hunted down.
Inquisitors were after them.
Yeah, and then they, hey, spoilers, but fuck this show. Sorry, they killed her, made him watch, but didn't kill him.
Well, he may not have had. I don't know if he revealed he had the Force.
He was training him.
Yeah, well. Anyway,
Didn't have a problem killing kids before. Lack of consistency. Massive lack of There's no continuity whatsoever. It's like it wasn't offensive until that last episode where they just shit the bed on the landing. Like they broke every bone on the landing. Just absolutely.
Well, not KB. She apparently didn't break any bones in that landing.
Oh, I cannot wait. I was telling everybody in the Discord. It's like the Disney shills are going to cream their fucking pants. Oh my God. They're going to, it's just going to be all over the place, all over the screen. And they're going to be crying. Oh my God. Is KB okay? Oh, I can't.
I thought you were talking about the pedophile. I thought you're talking about the P word guys.
Those soy boys are going to be crying all over the place. Go, oh, look, it's Neil.
He's in the tub.
There's another fucking tub scene, folks, and they're going to be grown ass men. Oh my God!
Penny, Jude Law was not a Jedi. He had the Force.
No, he's a Force user.
A Jedi found him, started to train him, and the Inquisitors killed his master
in front of him, and didn't kill him. Because apparently a Jedi can sense the Force user, but the Inquisitors couldn't, even though Darth Vader gave specific orders, to wipe out all the Jedi. But fuck it, whatever.
Well, no. The Inquisitors were meant to go find Force-sensitive children and turn them into more Inquisitors.
Yeah, but they just let Jude Law's character fuck off. Now, to be fair, again, what was the best part of the show? Jude Law. Fucking just Jude Law. Until, oh God, the writing, the abysmal.
I liked him as a villain at the end.
I did like the counselor, the supervisor. That question. It's like, so you're it's like you're lying about one thing. It's like, oh, okay, that was good. That was a good bit of writing. But it's a fucking robot. The counselor, the supervisor is a robot.
Who saw that coming?
Fucking
everybody.
Robot. Huh? I thought for sure
the law enforcement was
okay there.
Yes, the law enforcement was run. The whole city was run by droids, basically.
The supervisor, run by AI. Yeah.
Anyway,
and what truly what happens? Like greed. It was all greed. Like one of those little credits, people went batshit for fucking one. He could have loaded 3 pallets up into a ship and fucked off.
Yeah.
Like, Someone who is supposed to be a smart pirate playing his cards right and everything like there, and decided to push.
I mean, instead of enslaving the whole planet like he planned on it, they were all complying. He could have just loaded up his ship with as many as his ship could carry, and left. They didn't have to start raising hellfire. They won. They fucking won. He had everybody who was important at his hand and back and forth with the lightsaber. He won.
Yeah.
He could have easily just loaded up the entire ship, let everyone grab their fill of gold, and leave. And they would have been rich forever.
Apparently, droids can control their bodies with their heads cut off through Bluetooth. Yes, Jude Law was straight up a bad guy. They actually made him the bad guy. The droid was moving
No,
via
no, no,
Bluetooth.
no, no.
I'm sorry,
C-3PO.
Wi-Fi.
C-3PO was able to move without his head
No,
during episode 2.
fair enough. That still doesn't.
So,
still
anyway,
doesn't make sense.
and then the last episode of What If season 3 was garbage.
Shit.
They gave them
entire
powers.
fucking season. The entire season was just. I sat there and watched. I was like, wow, this is dumb. I said that last week, and then I watched the last 3 episodes and went,
Ultron would not have helped them.
oh dear God, Ultron. Oh my God. It was as bad as you said. I have been sitting here for eons. I changed my mind. You had all the stones. You could have, snapped your fingers and like, let's bring everybody back. Uno reverse, everything's back to normal.
He could have.
Oh, but nah, I'm just gonna sit here in solitude. I can destroy all of you in the snap of my finger. Okay. Oh no.
I don't mind that Storm had Mjolnir because Storm has wielded. Storm has always been worthy of Mjolnir.
Oh no. Oh. Have you heard
What?
about Kingdom Come Deliverance 2?
No.
Oh, okay. I want to read this article because I want to see how fuck you. I'm not.
Did you
signing
see
on.
the girl, the lady who played Elba, the Wicked Witch, wants to be Storm for the X-Men?
If you want your movie to tank like a motherfucker, do it. Please do. Just go ahead and fucking do it because no.
Anyway,
let's see.
I'm gonna share my screen to you, and we're gonna
hold on. Daredevil boarding and trailer. Let's see. That's the most recent one there, 11 hours ago. And what's that? What's the vampire game, y'all? I can't remember it. What's that vampire? What's the game? What's the game? Hold on. I'm queuing up a couple of trailers I want to watch. Bring back Halle Berry. Yeah, baby. Don't share it yet. I'm not. Fuck Melly. No, don't say that. Don't say that. No, I'm going to be nice. I'm not going to say anything. I don't think I can play that. If Count Dankula got struck with it. Nah. Let's see. Where is it? Where?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Storm has wielded Mjolnir.
Dawn Walker.
Storm has wielded Mjolnir way before What If ever.
Yeah.
Because there is actually a god, an old elemental god that lives inside of Mjolnir that gives it basically its magic. And
whoa, it's match. All right, what you got, bitch? I mean, excuse me.
You ready?
Nope. But go ahead.
All right. Today, folks, we are gonna do the long-awaited boop 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 boop. A Star Wars tier list.
Anyway.
Oh, come on. You gotta no. It's more this will probably be much more entertaining than talking about the shows that we just kind of breezed through because of the last episode.
Okay, let's see. Solo was
we're gonna go one at a time.
Oh, we might as well just put Solo trash.
We gotta do one at a time. We gotta do one at a time, sir. One at a time.
This is not my fault, ladies and gentlemen. This is his idea. This is his fault. Blame Hoshi. Do not hold this against me.
You can definitely blame me, but we literally just breezed through 2 episodes of stuff we were talking about because they were garbage.
Hot garbage. Massive steaming piles of hot garbage. And like I said, I've been kind of enjoying Skeleton Crew, and then it goes all over the place. Like, what the fuck was this?
So we're gonna start.
The end of the episode is just, oh, we're alive. Save the day. The fucking the barrier around the planet's gone. The New Republic shows up with the X-Wings and the B-Wings because, hey, we fucking remembered what a goddamn B-Wing is all of a sudden. Idiot fucking writers from before. I don't know what the B-Wing was. Duh. And that was it. It just ends. Just it. Blip, done. The frigate crashes. Everybody's dead. Pirate Urkel Star Wars is dead. Jude Law looking out the window.
We don't know what happens to him, by the way.
That's it. There's literally no explanation. Like,
you know what I thought was going to happen?
Said there's an explanation of what it tells you what the planet is. It's like the planet is a mint. That's fucking it. It's a mint. The planet's a mint. Oh, what's the great work? It's a mint. That's what it is. Like, the last communication they got from the outside world is that the Jedi were traitors.
So
That's it.
basically, when Order 66 happened,
When Order 66 happened, this show takes place after Return of the Jedi. So you have at least 30 years, minimum 30 years before of shit happening in the world.
well, how old
it's
was
like,
Luke? How old was
fucking what?
Luke by the end of
I
end of
think
his?
he was late teens. I think I want to say he was late teens, 17, 18, 19.
By the end of Return of the Jedi?
Oh no, not by the end of Return of the. Oh, I didn't even think about that shit. I'm talking about in New Hope.
No, because Luke, however old Luke is, because basically Order 66 happened the same day that Luke was born.
Okay.
So however old Luke was by the Return of the Jedi, that's how long the Empire has been in control.
I'm looking at 20 years, give or take, between episode 3 and episode 4, and then 10 years, give or take, by the time you get to halfway between 6 and 7.
No, Luke was
Either way,
born.
days versus years, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. It was still, he was born around the same time that the Empire rose to power.
23-year. You know what? We have the internet at the palm of our fucking hands, so you know. How old was Luke at the end of Jedi? 23. Yep, very good. T-Gap Steve coming in. Will you fucking mute your shit before you blow your nose? You disgusting tit.
It's content, baby.
It's content. You foul, putrid, disgusting boy. So
all
23. Right. Okay. Yeah, so 23, easily 30 years. You're looking at 30 years. They've been secluded for 30 years. Oh, the great work is to make Republic credits. And where do they go? Nowhere. They fucking go nowhere. They've been minting Republic credits for 30 years.
You know what
where
makes
they get the materials from? What the hell? Like, none of this is explained.
It doesn't
matter. Though. But whatever.
My question is, why did they even bother? Why did his father even bother giving him lunch money when I feel like money on that planet should be irrelevant?
You would think the whole planet has an entire goal. You would think it would be this fucking socialist utopia, like a legitimate socialist utopia, a Star Trek style socialist utopia, not that shit they try. Anyway, like it would be a Star Trek environment, you know. But no, it's just Star Wars, whatever.
So,
anyway,
let's go to the tier list.
It's very important when you have a show like that. It's a good idea to stick the landing. Even if you only get an 8 or a 9 or a 10 or an 8.5 or whatever, you got to stick that. It doesn't have to be, fucking Mary Lou Retton shit, but you got to stick the landing. Skeleton Crew did not stick the landing whatsoever. Anyway,
it's like a fat kid running a race. They started off strong thinking they could make it.
Wow.
But then, they started getting huffing and puffing towards the end, and then they just fell over at the end for the finish line. I honestly thought like Jude Law was going to take the ship with the Force and like pull it towards him, but he can't even hold back people with the Force.
That was a complete and total failure across so many. Just fuck that shit.
Anyway, so we're gonna start off, I guess, in the order they give us. So I guess we're gonna start off with Star Wars. Just Star Wars. We're not gonna call it a New Hope.
What? New Hope?
Just Star Wars.
That's got.
So we're gonna put it in trash, right? I'm just joking.
Anyway, so how's everybody doing tonight? I don't know how long I'm going to keep him there. Okay, I'll change my mind.
No, I'd say honestly, if it wasn't going to be a standalone,
what are we basing this on? Standalone movie. Okay, are we basing this? Okay, hold on. Are we basing this? What are we basing this on? S tier as far as when it came out. Oh, no, minimum. It's A or S, but it matters like what goes in S, what goes in A. It was a fantastic movie. It was something new for its time. It was groundbreaking. It was,
believe it or not,
all of the above.
Of all the original trilogy, it is my least favorite.
So if we're gonna go episode 4, 5, and 6, Empire is S tier, Jedi is B, Star Wars is A.
Hold on. We haven't just.
They got them fucking right there. I mean, we can argue about why.
I'm just saying. I think the lowest I'd put it, but I mean, I'd say B. I say
okay.
you say A.
Mhm.
I guess I can put it at A because it
It
started.
it cannot be in B because of the time it came out. You have to take that into consideration. None of this shit had been ever done really before. You know, George Lucas just blew the doors off with it. Return of the Jedi is not better than Empire Strikes Back.
All right, we'll put it in A tier because it started the whole franchise. But honestly, I enjoyed The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi more than this.
Well, that's because Empire Strikes Back is S tier. It just genuinely is. It is S tier in pacing, in character development, in storytelling, just across the board. Nothing was wasted in that movie. Okay, I mean, just absolutely nothing was wasted. There's no real, like, even the downtime, they're still telling the story, pushing it forward. Nothing felt fast paced, nothing felt slow paced. It was just, we are telling this story, we are utilizing every single second of this movie. With just across the board, you watched characters grow.
No, I have a question.
Absolutely fantastic.
I have a genuine question. Back when my dad was alive, he told me that, like, whenever George Lucas made the first Star Wars movie, he didn't plan on making sequels. He just was going to make it a standalone movie.
Correct.
And so, like,
yes, yeah, he was correct.
So he never intended for Darth Vader to be Luke's father.
No, that wasn't in the original script. That was retconned after they started moving forward with Empire and Jedi.
So basically after it became
him and Princess Leia were not sisters.
I mean, brother and sister.
We're not brother and sister. No, that was not originally part of the plan. They were hoping that Star Wars, like, hey, let's put this movie out, cross our fingers, and hope it does good. Yes.
So, like, but thing is, like, Luke being the protagonist, Obi-Wan gave him a lightsaber, but he never used it in the entirety of the movie. Yep. So, like, I feel like they were setting up for something, but they didn't. But, like, so it makes me confused if he wasn't planning on continuing the franchise or making it a franchise at all. Like, why set up for Luke to have the Force? And
oh no, the story was the basic the timeline of events was there, but there was no budget. There was nothing moving forward. So many things got changed. If you go back, I know they did a comic with it. The original script for Star Wars is so very, very different. Like, Luke Skywalker is not a farm boy. He's an older guy, looking more like Ewan McGregor's Obi-Wan in Episode 3.
Well, I would say I would agree with you. Empire and Return, but I would also say Return of the Jedi belong in S.
No, I disagree.
You disagree, huh?
For Return of the Jedi, yeah.
Why? I'll go ahead and I'll put.
Yeah, you better put Empire at S tier.
I think Empire was the best of the three, in my opinion.
Oh, Empire was the best. That's because Empire was.
I'm sorry, not Empire. I'm sorry. Return of the Jedi was the best of the Empire.
It was good, but I don't.
Like, I felt like of all, like, it had them. Like, I don't know. I like Star Wars for being like an action movie. I guess it's not a sci-fi action movie. And I feel like this one had like the best action scenes in all three of the movies. It had the best at the time before the prequels came out. It had the best lightsaber duels. I don't know. I enjoyed it more. Like, it also showed Luke being, after his training, he was a much more competent Jedi.
Okay, that does add a few points there. Okay. I'll put it in A tier. I wouldn't. It's just not. I'll put it in A. I agree to A.
So Steve's thing is because of Slave Leia. That's why. That's what sold you.
Giggity.
Well, I'll put it above
A
New Hope.
Yeah.
So now we get to the prequels.
Oh boy.
I would say the only thing that's really saving the first movie of the prequels is the Duel of the Fates lightsaber battle at the end.
Yeah.
And that alone, I feel like
Mhm.
puts it in B tier.
I
'Cause
got it.
the rest of the movie was
Revenge of the Sith. It's been unfortunate part is I've watched episode 1 like so over and over and over and over and over again. I can't say the same about the other two, but I can still S tier. Okay, so all right, episode one.
We'll get to 3 when we get
Mhm.
to 3.
Pod racing was neat. The Duel of the Fates was just a masterpiece in choreography. This is pod racing. Shut the fuck up.
Also Jar Jar. I
oh.
mean,
The ability to speak does not denote intelligence. The problem I had with the prequels, I enjoyed the hell out of the prequels, even at the time. Everybody's
did I.
like, even people it's like, oh my god, this is stupid. Oh my god, the Gungans is like, I don't give a shit about that. I thought it was a good story with poor execution because George Lucas and the flat writing. Episode 1, yeah, I agree with B tier.
I feel like the rest of the movie, the entire movie is probably C, but the lightsaber duel at the end, and also Liam Neeson was basically he was the lead of this movie. Like, I feel like he was holding the movie together. And also, they introduced Darth Maul. Darth Maul instantly became, even though he was originally supposed to die, he became a fan favorite character. Like,
yeah, stupid fucking bring him back to life. He's got no asshole.
So yeah, B. Now we get to episode 2. Of all of the, I know. I said that. Like,
I don't even remember what happens in episode 2.
I think episode 2 belongs in at least C tier. I think of all the original 3 of the prequels, it is the weakest.
Darth Maul is a presence. He is a menacing presence. He is an attack dog.
He's the Phantom Menace.
He fills his role. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, C tier. He fills a role perfectly. Very little dialogue, and he's a bloodhound. That's he's there, find out, fight. He kills a Jedi. And unfortunately,
remember the first Jedi to die in 1,000 years.
Except that's not entirely true because fucking Acolyte happened. But anyway. So I hate you. You make me think about the Acolyte. Anyway.
You're the one who chose to watch it, sir.
What the hell?
Anyway, so the lightsaber duel was okay.
What is that next to Solo, in between Solo and episode 7? What the hell is that? What fucking
Resistance?
What Avatar looking shit is that? Oh God, there's more. Oh, Jesus Christ!
This is all a Star Wars project.
Oh my God! Well, I'm gonna have no opinion on most of that.
Anyway, so I say, and also I think Christopher Lloyd?
Christopher Lee. Christopher Lloyd. Wow.
I'm sorry. I'm getting
Christopher Lee.
Christopher Lee.
Like
Count
Lee.
Count Dooku was great in this movie. Like, he was genuinely a good character. Now the thing is, I know I'm still putting it in C, but I'm going to defend this movie a little bit because it's not the best movie, but it's not terrible. People tend to complain about
poor delivery.
People tend to think that Anakin was a whiny little twat in this movie. But if you remember, Luke was the same way earlier in in the early parts of the. I know it wasn't that bad, but he still was. I think George was trying to show the comparisons of Anakin and Luke. Because
Sir Christopher Lee, Penny corrected us.
Yes, Sir Christopher. He was a knight.
Go watch Count Dankula's 2 videos on Sir Christopher Lee. Go do that.
I know who he was.
Fucking amazing.
I'm not saying Anakin was more bitchy. I'm saying I think George. People complain about Anakin being bitchy, but I understand why he was bitchy throughout these movies. Like, the Jedi would constantly hype him up.
Terrible directing.
All right, just shut it down then, I guess.
What? I mean,
yes. The book. If you actually read the books, though, like the books
no.
make Anakin look a lot better than than the movies did. I guess because you have to worry about the acting. But I don't think the movie was terrible, but I don't think it belongs higher than B. I liked the lightsabers at the end, like the whole Jedi fighting off the droids, and then Yoda coming in with the newly made clone army, and then the duel between Yoda and Dooku was good.
Gun the Clone Wars has. What? Hello?
Mace Windu chopping off.
Getting his hands chopped off.
No, that wasn't that wasn't the next movie. No, I'm talking about Mace Windu chopping off Jango Fett's head.
Jango. I didn't say that.
But I say it wasn't a terrible movie, but it wasn't the best out of the prequels. And then though we get to episode 3. I think episode 3, I know you might disagree with me, but I think it belongs in S tier. It is I know you think that I know you will defend that the Duel of the Fates was the best lightsaber duel, but I
watched the duel between Anakin and Obi-Wan, and I wasn't impressed. It's just they're doing the same moves over and over and over again. There's no it's just
yeah, but it's not just the duel. Like say so,
Penny agrees with you. So
I can see that, but it's not just that. Like it's the significance, of you've watched these two characters grow up together, Obi-Wan and Anakin, and this is obviously we all knew that Anakin was going to fall to the dark side and become Darth Vader. We all knew this, but to watch it happen, that was for at the time of all the 3 movies, this one hit I think the hardest within the the emotions. Watching these two friends who basically through these 3 movies have been working together, overcoming impossible odds together, basically becoming brothers at the very end, have to do this because one of them has been turned because of corruption. This isn't the impact of this movie.
You're supposed to destroy the Sith, not join them.
The pure just desperation this movie makes you feel like this movie, even after watching it still makes you feel hopeless, I guess, in a good way, in a good sad movie kind of hopelessness.
There's a Witcher cartoon coming out.
I don't know.
Well, apparently Sirens of the Deep. Anyway, sorry.
So this movie, even if you say the Duel of the Fates fight was better, I think the overall emotion of this movie was I mean, yes, this movie was also very, very memeable.
Oh God.
Hello there.
Oh God.
Kenobi. Oh, by the way, did you see that Revenge of the Sith is coming back to theaters, the director's cut, with all the extra content that was taken out?
Oh, Disney wants to make money again.
I will fight for this one to be in S tier. I think it belongs in S tier.
I am overruled by fucking everybody. That's fine. Like I said, the unfortunate part is I didn't watch it as much as the other one, as episode 1.
Yes, well, I grew. So I know your yes, Penny. The from what I've been told, it is coming back to theaters, and they're doing the director's cut. Well, with cut content, they're putting back into the movie for a short time in theaters. I don't know when it's coming out. I've just
repossessed 2025 for, let's see, anniversary with a special edition hardcover and a special. Okay, that's theaters. These theaters. Let's see. January.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say y'all's generation, Steve. Y'all grew up with the first Star Wars movies. I grew up. Now, granted, I did watch.
I never grew up, so I watched them all. So January 13th, 2025.
Is that in theaters or is it being released?
Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith is scheduled for re-release in theaters on January 13th, 2025. This will be the first Star Wars film released since Rise of Palpatine or the Fall of Skywalker in 2019. Anniversary special edition of the film will be released in hardcover on June 3rd. Is there a chance? Blah, blah, blah. Would you watch? Well, I'm going to find out. I mean, again, AMC theaters. That's May 19th, 2005. That doesn't
Steve, no, I didn't make this list, Steve, and I don't believe the Wookiee movie is on there, or the holiday special. I don't believe either of them are on this.
Good, they would be on fucking trash tier. Because,
but I mean, you're older than A New Hope, right?
Me? Yes.
Okay, so yeah, you did
only by 3 years. Okay,
so, but you did grow, like you did age with these movies.
Yeah,
I aged with the prequels, but my dad before he took me to go see episode 1 in theaters, he made me watch all 3 of the original trilogy before I watched the first movie, because he wanted me to understand like what these movies were and why they were important to be in theaters. But I still feel like episode 3 honestly, it is my favorite of the original of all 6 movies. I feel like the emotions that movie brought hit the hardest. So that's why I'm going to fight for it to be an S tier. But anyway, we can move to the Clone Wars series.
Which one? Which one is that?
The canon one. If you notice, they have the Clone Wars and they have the Clone Wars final season, so they can separate the final season and the original series.
But that's the CG one, not the cartoon one.
Yes,
which was 100 times better than any of those animated shits.
Was it
Tartakovsky?
The 2D one was still better, but this show had some genuinely good, like really really good episodes in it. Like I really enjoyed the I know you didn't watch it, but I really enjoyed
I didn't watch it, so you can put whatever you want to. Genndy Tartakovsky's Clone Wars would go above wherever you're putting those, because
I was gonna put this in B tier.
No, Tartakovsky's Clone Wars would have been at least A or S.
I would agree if it was on this list, but it is not.
Should have been on. Who the fuck left it off the list?
Look, this is the only thing that had the most recent Star Wars things on it.
Oh, dear Lord.
This is the only one.
Shame. Absolute shame.
But you should give the Clone Wars a chance. It has some genuinely good episodes in it.
Dude, I'm not going back and watch that.
Why?
Because I don't care about Star Wars enough anymore to do homework.
All right. I'm not going to force it.
I'll take a look at the new stuff as it comes out to see where it's going. But going back and watching the older stuff, I'll play a video game. I'll go play video games with.
I'm going to say,
I hate to say it, but it's like, okay.
They gives you this show. That show does it gives the clones a good. It gives the clones a good story. Yes, there are some genuinely good stories with some of the clones. I also like the Force.
Everybody's gonna fuss at me again.
I also like the Force Planet arc, whenever they went to
I have access to Disney Plus, so maybe
when they went to the planet that was basically the living embodiment of the Force, where Anakin showed his true potential, the chosen one. When the father is the neutral of the Force, and he has a son who is the dark side, and the daughter who's the light, and then it's a good arc. There are some really good moments in this show.
Give you a heads up, at 9 o'clock, at 9, we're gonna watch one of those trailers.
All right. But anyway, so we're gonna move on to The Force Awakens.
Hold it. No, okay, I'm gonna be objective here. I'm gonna be fair. All right, I will be fair with this.
I was thinking about putting it in C tier.
At least I cannot deny that it was the beginning of the end, but I still think it was decent.
It had a good setup.
The setup was there. Ray
I'm not gonna
Ray wasn't this big massive fucking
She wasn't Mary Sue at the end.
She
You
was.
cannot tell me.
She wasn't quite the Mary Sue, but
She
it was,
acquired the Mary Sue whenever she picked up that lightsaber and fought
and
Kylo Ren to a defeat.
no, just oh Jesus Christ! Thank you for reminding me of that. Never mind, C tier.
That's why I put it at C tier.
Yeah. Okay. Rogue One. Didn't see it. I heard it's great because everybody liked Darth Vader.
I mean, the Darth Vader scene was good. That was probably about the. I know I might get a lot of flack for this,
Yep.
but I feel like it was the only version.
The way Kylo Ren was introduced, however, on the planet, that was pretty good. You know,
Yeah.
It was like,
Again,
ooh, who's this guy?
again-
And then he turned into a little.
Again, a
tiny-
lot of great setup, not good execution.
Well, good setup, piss poor follow up.
I'll say Rogue One is at best C tier, and I'll put it. I'll
The
put it.
audience. I don't know.
I'll-
I think
you know,
maybe the
I'll-
audience might disagree. Sure, Penny disagrees. I didn't see it, unfortunately, so that's where I'm just kind of missing.
I didn't care about the characters. It couldn't like hold me. The reason why I'm putting it in C tier is purely for the Darth Vader scene.
All right, I got an agreement with you. Resurrecting dead actors and telling a story that did not need to be told.
But
Yeah.
I'll put it below Force Awakens. I don't think it needs to be. It goes higher than that, honestly. And now we get to the lovely bit that is episode 8, when Luke Skywalker threw away his father's lightsaber.
Trash.
I'm gonna agree with you. I think this movie belongs right there. You know what the hardest part for this tier list is gonna be?
It's going to fill up really quick.
Well, no, I was gonna say is we're gonna have to decide. We're gonna have to decide.
What's worse, D? Look, I told him, look, we're in 15 minutes we're gonna watch a trailer because I haven't seen the trailer yet. Plus the other one, the vampire game. Hoshi has not seen the trailer yet, and it's got me all tingly. Except
Hunty, don't worry, we got you. Don't worry, we got you. Henry Cavill. Hold on, wait. I got you, Hunty. Hold on. Let's see. Take a quick little break from this. There you go, Hunty. Just for you, Hunty. Here you go. Just for you, Hunty. Like, it's like we'll do the whole jangling the keys thing in front of you. You know, jingle, 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 jingle. Jingle, 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 jingle. There you go.
We've got keys that jingle, jangle, jingle. Good Lord. Apparently we're talking about Henry Cavill now.
Yeah. Here you go, Hunty. You said you want to see him shirtless. There you go.
Oh God. You'd have to bring him up in Superman.
Like which one?
I don't know. Isn't there one of them where he's shirtless?
Oh, you mean wherever he was fighting off the Justice League?
One of those. Just type in Henry Cavill shirtless and really fuck up your history.
There you go.
I mean, okay. Never mind. To be fair, I mean,
there you go. We jangled the keys.
Well,
anyway,
what were you saying?
So we're gonna get back to the list.
Yay.
Star Wars Rebels is next.
No clue, didn't watch it, didn't care.
I didn't watch it either.
I think that's the one where the animation looks like shit.
I'll
The
put it.
animation style.
I'll at least put it in D because I like the fight between Anakin and or Vader and Ahsoka. I mean, I'm sure it raised something else inside
Y'all do
Tilted
realize
too.
that Ahsoka's not even going to be. I got to take that back. Ahsoka was not is not trashed here. It was. I got to just get the heads up. What we got next? Solo. Trash.
I agree. Resistance. Never seen it.
Is it what? Oh, that no, I don't know.
We'll
Never
put
heard
it. I'll just put it in F because I don't know.
No clue.
Now
Yeah,
for
art style.
episode 9. We're gonna put that right all the way up here in S tier.
And we're gonna kick Hoshi from the stream, just like motherfucker.
Now,
You're pushing it. He didn't even know.
Where are we gonna put it? At the bottom of F?
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's all gonna be. It's all trash.
We have to find out the worst of the worst.
Going off. The worst?
Yeah.
Yeah, episode 8. I mean, that's absolute. That's the worst. Hey, what's the weather going to be like Monday?
So you're saying episode 8 should be at the bottom of the tier list?
No, episode 8 is the number 1 trash.
No, I thought no. The way it goes further this way, that's when we're at the at least whoever's the top of trash is like on the border of being F tier.
Monday and Tuesday is gonna suck. So anyway,
I'll put because you probably never watched it. I'll put.
What do y'all think, audience?
Yeah, where do y'all want to put the final season of Clone Wars? I think it belongs.
I heard. Okay, so I heard the final season of Clone Wars. It stuck the landing. I thought it was pretty good.
I think it belongs in D tier, but
probably C or D. Well, Penny thinks it goes up there at B. I've heard the last season when they brought it back. I heard they did a pretty good job. You know, with storylines and.
I mean, it also set up the Bad Batch. That's what they did with the last. That's realistic. What the last season was doing was setting up the Bad Batch.
Oh. So what? B. Final season Clone Wars should be the same level as Clone Wars itself. Yeah, that's the unfortunate part. I wasn't watching Star Wars at the time. I went to oh my fucking.
All right. Looks like we have 2 people for B, so we'll put it in B. But I'll put it below the regular Clone Wars. Now,
what's next?
Visions.
Ooh, Visions. Oh man, I was very mixed on that. Okay.
Now, season 1 was, I think, was A tier.
I would top of B. I would put it top of B. I really enjoyed the majority of the stories. I would put it
now.
Top of B.
It is
top of B, bottom of A.
It is accumulating.
C. Sorry, Penny. Disagree with you.
It is accumulating all the seasons, well, both seasons. So season 2 was nowhere near as good as season 1.
God damn it.
What?
B. Bottom of B, maybe.
Bottom of B? Below the Clone Wars?
I enjoyed it. Yeah, I mean, there's your bonus right there. So that's what it had going for it. Nah.
Okay, that's fine. I did enjoy season 1, so I could put it in B. If I enjoyed season 2, I would have put it in A.
Yeah.
Now I know where you're gonna want to put this. I know where you're gonna want to put this one.
A.
Oh, I'm surprised. I thought you would want to put it in S tier.
It's not S tier. It's A.
But where in A?
Somewhere in between.
So somewhere in between. You mean like between the only 2 options in A?
What episodes are those?
Episode 6 and episode 1 or 4. I mean, I wouldn't put it at the top, but do you want to put it above or below episode 4?
Below.
Now, are we going to talk about The Mandalorian with season 3 involved? Because that's what's up next, The Mandalorian. Because they're putting all 3 seasons together.
Mandalorian as a whole. If it was just episode 1, I would have it, somewhere.
I would have put it in either high A or low S tier.
Yeah, I couldn't disagree with that. And then season 2 and 3. Season 2 I heard was pretty good. Season 3
Season
had
two was season two was the Luke Skywalker scene.
Okay, see, you say that and it just pisses me off.
Why?
Because it's what we should have gotten.
Oh, with the rest of Disney, you mean?
Yeah. That's the Luke Skywalker.
You mean it just showed you that Disney was willing to do it, but they chose not to?
They chose not to. They just.
So high. Would you like to put it in A? We can't put it in S tier because of season 3. So I honestly don't even remember season 3.
Yeah, B. I would say B. Low B.
Low B?
Yeah.
Like where? Like
low. Like bottom.
Bottom of B?
Behind Visions, I'm sorry.
Now, what do you want to do? What do you want to do with technically the real season 3 of The Mandalorian, which is Boba Fett? Because let's be honest, that's the real season 3 of Mandalorian.
F.
If
you're lucky. I didn't watch it, but I've heard enough about it. It's like, wow, this is garbage. I mean,
I think with the episodes with Luke and Mando were actually genuinely good. Like they obviously it wasn't Boba Fett's show whenever like it was switched over to basically
the highest ratings were the episodes with the Mandalorian out.
And Luke probably. I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna
he
put
wrote
it
a fucking bantha. I'm not a bantha. He wrote a fucking Rancor. They had the shiny Vespas on a desert planet, and you want to put that where in
D?
Oh Jesus Christ!
You want to put it in F?
I'd put it in F. That show was garbage.
All right, I'll put it above Resistance because I have no idea.
We got Obi-Wan next.
Obi-Wan is next. You'll put it in trash.
Absolute embarrassing trash that
Go
never should have been fucking
trash.
made. I think that's worse than episode 8.
Really?
That was an abomination of a show that never should have seen the light of fucking day.
All right. Now we're going to go to Tales of the Jedi.
Is that the one that's the origin story for Ahsoka?
Ahsoka and Count Dooku before he turned to the dark side.
I didn't watch the Count Dooku part, but I was bored off my tits watching one episode of the Ahsoka part. Bored out of my goddamn mind. So D, F, one of those two.
I'll put it in D because of the
fucking low ass D.
I'll put it in the D because of the Count Dooku episode.
If you watched it and you thought it was good. And now we get to Ahsoka. Oh boy. What saves that is Balin's skull. Saves that entire fucking series.
I say I would put, in my personal opinion, I would put it in C, but not above. I would put it behind episode 2, but in front of
I wouldn't.
In front of The Force Awakens.
Oh yeah, I can accept that. Oh no, top D. No, I can't. I'm just thinking about her getting stabbed in the fucking gut and living in 5 seconds.
Yeah, but that's the regular of Star Wars nowadays.
Oh, Jesus Christ, no, that's so stupid. Like I was blinded by the good things, and then the bad things popped into my head, and then more bad shit and more bad shit. The fucking
I enjoyed Hayden Christensen.
Fart gas creature. The fart gas creature. Whoomp, all over the place. It's like, wow, oh my god.
All right, I'll put it on the top of D.
D. No, there was enough there to make it decent, but everything else drags it the fuck down. Like zero G. Like, oh jeez, come on.
And the letdown that was
I'm trying to memory hole this shit, man. And they're doing a season 2.
Oh yeah, that's Dave Filoni's baby. He doesn't want to give this up.
Oh god.
Now we're gonna get to the Bad Batch.
No clue. Fuck that.
I liked it. I would put it. I'll put it at the bottom.
Oh my dude. The premise of the show makes absolutely no sense because if a clone comes out of a manufacturing plant with a defect, it gets destroyed.
We'll put it at the bottom of
fucking destroyed. And then all of a sudden, one of the defects is a female.
That was not defect. She was intended. She was a secret project that was made.
Okay. and it's a clone that has the ability to use the Force. So she was an intentional defect.
She was intentional. She was hidden from the Empire too. That's why the Empire wanted her.
She was hidden from the Empire.
Yes. The Emperor didn't know, or the people who were running Geonosis didn't know about her. She was one of the special projects that they were trying to make.
Oh my!
Which does technically set up the other shit about like Palpatine trying to make clones for himself in case he died to come back. Like the whole Snoke thing.
What's next?
That would be, is it Tales of the Empire?
Didn't watch it.
Did we?
Didn't care.
We didn't watch.
No,
this?
we didn't watch that because it was it was the backstory for that old lady that the old witch.
Okay, we'll put it in the bottom of F because we
couldn't
didn't.
fucking care less.
Now we have the Acolyte. So what are you thinking? High A, low S.
It was worse than Ahsoka.
It was definitely worse than Ahsoka. Honestly, look, I will argue that it is the bottom, bottom of the bottom. Like I had some moment, at least in these, the
disrespect for the lore and the canon, and it wasn't this, and yep, trash.
At least in these three projects, I had a little. At least there was one thing I could say I enjoyed about at least one of these projects. This we had really nothing good to say.
Yeah. Cloning Jedi is a callback to the original premise of Clone Wars before. Yeah, okay.
Now, the most recent project that we just finished today, Skeleton Crew.
I
would say
it was relatively entertaining up until the last episode where it just.
I would rather say I would say I would put it behind episode 2 in C tier. It was nothing special, but it wasn't terrible. It was about as average as you can get before the ending. What is your opinion?
Where you want to put it?
I was thinking right here, about as average as you can get. I could not, in good faith, put it above episode 2.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, there you guys go. That is our definitive Star Wars list. Now, are you happy with how trash is? Like, do you want to move? You're good with it. Yeah, that's how you want trash. Like
all those shows and movies were an embarrassment.
Yeah, but which was the worst of the worst? I say Kenobi. The Acolyte is the worst of the worst.
Kenobi was the worst.
You really think Kenobi was the worst? Worse than Ahsoka at the Acolyte?
They both did the same thing. Trash stories that ruined lore, that ruined continuity, that ignored and insulted continuity and previous characters. So yeah.
So that you're saying it's a tie, basically. Well, here you go, guys. Here is the definitive Star Wars list. No other list matters more than this list. We are the final say, the official say.
Oh, good lord!
Of the Star Wars list.
We're sitting and talking about Star Wars, and nobody's watching. So you're chasing everybody away. Get that shit off the screen. This is his fault. See, this is the bad thing. People like Skeleton Crew's audience was lower than the Acolyte. It's just been getting lower and lower and lower because people like this is the most non-offensive thing that they've done since.
Well, that's because they have no more faith in Star Wars.
Since Andor, yes, exactly. People are becoming just ambivalent. They don't care. They don't need to see it. Disney has failed so astronomically with this IP. It's so sad. And hold up.
I have one more thing.
Oh no, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you know the fuck you don't.
I do.
Else first. No, you shut the fuck up. We're gonna do this first because we're talking about Disney. We're gonna move into the Daredevil Born Again, the new one. No one wanted it. Well, no, yeah, no one wanted it. But then again, it was the worst part about it was the last episode. They just shit the bed with the final episode. It was just
Other than that, the show. I mean, granted,
yeah.
To be fair,
yeah, right there. There's like the war and everything.
to be fair, they
want
basically built
something
off the
better.
bones of Treasure Planet because you can't tell me this wasn't just
Oh, they mixed it with the village as well.
and Goonies. It was Goonies meets Treasure Planet.
It's nothing original about the show. The great plan, the great work. Like,
but it wasn't terrible.
It wasn't insulting, except for the last episode. They just, oh my dear Lord in heaven.
I'm sorry, that one caught me off guard. I have time to mute. Okay. So long as and Sienna, so long as they let the people who made the original Netflix show do what they did with Daredevil, like I'd be fine with it. Just don't touch it. Let it be as it is. Because the
too late. They're touching it. They're touching it like Epstein. Harvey Weinstein's involved in this one, at least figuratively. I said it. I don't care. So, this trailer came out today, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. What's the like to dislike ratio? Oh, Disney. They wish. God, look at that. Almost 400,000 updates. Very few downvotes. God, you think they would ever get? They would probably cream their pants if they had anything close to that for Snow White.
I was say this is Disney. I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I know. If they had that for Snow White, so
maybe this Daredevil's could be good. Maybe we can hope, can't we?
I'm trying to hold on to it. I'm trying to hold on to that hope. So let's see. 2 minutes. Well, we'll see. Let's go.
Thank you for finding the time.
I think I like it already. Maybe they're going back to making Kingpin a badass instead of a fucking cuck.
This looks like it's going to happen before he gets his eye shot out, though.
No,
his eye's not damaged.
He got a fake eye.
I will admit,
we'll see.
It's not entirely unpleasant seeing you again.
Marvel Television.
A lot of time has passed.
Vincent D'Onofrio makes a fucking fantastic.
Vincent D'Onofrio makes a fucking fantastic anything and everything. Okay, Vincent D'Onofrio is amazing. Moki luck, if you know, you know.
Full Metal Jacket.
13th Floor.
I haven't seen it.
Cell and 13th Floor, not the Cell. Cell. He plays this dream demon with Jennifer Lopez, and it's spooky horror. It's pretty good. I liked it.
Look at it. You've come up in the world.
Oh look, they got most of the cast back. That's the original people from the Netflix show, so they got them all back.
I can't say anything because the chat will attack me.
You should fucking watch it. It's good. It's canon now, so you should watch it. They decanonized it, but then they fucking learned their lesson and recanonized it.
Yeah, because somebody over there said smart. Jennifer Lopez. What? Oh God.
I could say the same about you. The mayor serves his city.
See, this is after Echo. Kingpin is the mayor.
Okay. I just thought he had a scar in the previous. I don't even really remember Echo, if I'm being honest.
He's got lots of money. He's gonna have all the ways to make his face look pretty.
I can see you're not entirely convinced.
Can you blame me? I can't shake the feeling that you're gaming the system.
Why did you stop being a vigilante?
What?
The line was crossed.
Yeah, so at the end of season 3.
Are you gonna ruin it for me? Cool.
No, you know what? Never mind. Yeah, watch it. Watch it and find out for yourself.
It's hard to come to terms with a violent nature. Hating the power it has over us.
The city can't go
Right.
unchecked.
Sometimes peace needs to be broken. The chaos must reign.
Oh
Ooh.
shit! They got the Punisher back.
Am I putting the hatchet down? I was raised to believe in grace. But I was also raised
Ow!
to believe in retribution.
Ow! Fuck!
Oh!
God damn it!
Oh!
Oh, shit!
Oh shit! That looks good. That looks good.
Oh, okay. Y'all gotta give me a moment. Hold on. I think I missed. I don't know how fucking far do I want to go back. Oh,
Kilton's worry that's gonna happen to him because of how old he is. His bones are so brittle.
no! I fucking empathetic, you asshole. Oh, that was it. Cool. No, I haven't seen the hallway scene, but I did see Misery, and fuck that movie. I had to get up and walk around for a little
No.
while after I paused it.
Oh, from
Oh God!
where she cracked his kneecaps with the
No,
sledgehammer.
that was his ankles.
ankle- you're right, his ankles, sorry.
Oh God! Oh, she hobbled him.
You really should watch the Daredevil Netflix show. Like, it's really
Alright.
fucking good.
So I
It
give
is genuinely. You can skip Iron Fist. You can skip Luke Cage. You can skip Jessica Jones. You can skip the Defender. Well, you might have to watch the Defenders because you're gonna have to watch the Defenders to see what happens with Daredevil episode in season 3. Because season 3 takes place after the Defenders.
Oof. Oof, that was brutal.
Here you go. Here. I think we've seen this before, but just in case.
I need love, love. Is this the fool? Oh, this is gonna be good. What?
I think we've seen this before, right? This is the true ending of.
Oh God. Oh, okay. I just sneezed. Sorry.
There you go. You can recover a little bit now from the list.
Oh God! Oh, there's something else that we're gonna watch in a second. So with Daredevil, apparently it was supposed to originally be a courtroom drama. They had episodes filmed, finished, done, and somebody made the decision to go, no, we should probably do something else. And they went.
So
back
if someone had a brain,
someone had a brain. You fucking playing Valheim? You serious? Jesus Christ!
I'm just loaded in.
Oh my God! First, you make everybody suffer through the Star Wars tier list, and now you're just gonna go play for the video games. Okay, yeah, okay, it's okay, it's all right.
Oh yeah,
yeah, it's all right. You're gonna want to watch this because
I'm gonna watch it.
I'm
watching.
But yeah, let's see. So I got a month and a half to watch Daredevil, and I'm probably not going to watch the other shows. I'm going to watch Daredevil. I'll find a recap between season 2 and 3.
I think season 3 does have a recap for
Blackjack and hookers.
I think season 3 does have a recap for the Defenders. I really do think so. Because if you do watch season 3 without watching, or at least watching the recap of the Defenders, you're not going to know what the fuck's going on.
Oh, you can do it. Yeah, well. Oh, Sakamoto Days. Have you heard of that?
No.
You should watch it. It's an anime. They just started playing it on Disney Plus. It's about a retired assassin. He's the greatest assassin ever, and then he falls in love, starts a family.
So John Wick
as a kid. No, falls in love, has a daughter, and gets fat. And some guy gets mad, like the head of the assassins and shit gets mad, and it's like, He can't leave. He's not supposed to do that. Yes, Sakamoto days. I enjoyed the hell out of the first episode because he's older and fat and retired, but he's still a badass and he has to teach some lessons. So
I actually didn't mind Sienna, the Ben Affleck.
I think you need to watch the director's cut of the Ben Affleck Daredevil to enjoy it.
I enjoyed the original. I thought, even though he obviously didn't look, I mean, he looked like he was a great Kingpin.
Oh God, yes.
That is a good example of getting the right person for the job. Like, he did a great job as Kingpin.
Yeah, that's one of those, like, nobody cared about the race swap. Why? Because
it was good.
Because Michael Clark Duncan was amazing as Kingpin. It's like he had the presence. Oh God, yeah. He's tactically fat. Ben Affleck. I am hesitant. That's not it.
To what? Hesitant for what?
Okay, stop sharing. I am cautiously optimistic about this. I'm cautiously optimistic about the Daredevil, but this the video game. So, Blood of the Dawnwalker. This is a game coming out by former CDPR developers who worked on The Witcher 3.
Yeah, I have been seeing like posts going around about this. Like the people who worked on the original Witcher worked on this game because they got
this motherfucker. I'm trying to talk. Witcher 3 and Cyberpunk 2077. So
the talent of CD Projekt Red.
So some talented people from CDPR, and everybody's going like, oh my God, this looks amazing. Oh my God, I can't wait. Oh my God, look at this, look at that. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, yeah, I'm all tingly and shit. But Anthem, No Man's Sky, Starfield, and Cyberpunk 2077. Now, I love Cyberpunk 2077, but that was a fucking shit show. That was a straight up shit show when it came out. So, and of course, the cinematic gameplay trailer at E3 was I swear to God, you have a mute, like you can't just tap that little button, mute, blow your nose.
It wasn't a blow my nose. I was trying to breathe.
Heathen, fucking barbarian.
I was trying to breathe, asshole. That wasn't even me blowing my nose.
My God. Oh.
I think we found Kilton's weakness.
Disgusting.
I was trying to breathe.
God. Oh my God. You don't need to breathe.
I kind of do.
Ugh. I had the sniffles one time during a video. I had to edit out 19 fucking sniffles from the video. 19. And I went, I'm never doing this again. So anytime I got the fuck, dude, I pay so much attention to that. Oh Lord, have mercy.
If you want, I can edit shit for you if you want. No, you don't have to do it.
Yeah, that takes time. I'm too fucking ADHD for that.
What do you mean it takes time? I'm editing it for
I'm
you.
impatient. I record the
get
video, I get it out there. Steve.
Everything's so green.
Comment where'd the comments go? With the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Steve. As always. Will I get one, Hunty? No. Oh, come on now. Hunty, it's got to be something. It has got to be something in your settings. It's got to be. It's something. Because this is crazy. This is crazy. So this is crazy. I don't know what to say about it. I just don't know. But anyway, so yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic, but let's check it out. It's pretty good. Bandai Namco, they'll probably hit the fucking stream. From the director of Steve, thank you. 5 more. No whammies, no whammies. Stop. 5 more. My goodness.
Damn, Hunty still didn't get one.
It must be here somewhere.
That's loud. Hold up.
I don't think we have that many people watching right now. So
It'll hit people that have come and gone.
It's all right. Lunka! Don't hurt her!
You gave us quite the chase, young.
Please, sir. She's just a child.
Ah, Roderick,
she
remind
had
me.
the, was she had the plague or
Did I
something?
make an exception for
Good
children?
watch.
No, sire. No. That would have been foolish, would it not?
They spread the plague just as well as adults.
And there's only one way to stamp out this sickness.
No!
Oh, I just noticed that.
Not just a
that was pretty good cinematic.
fighter, too.
You didn't notice it, did you?
The vampire in the back?
Different mood.
Okay.
Things might
I'm
have been
watching,
better.
motherfucker.
Ooh, off with his leg. Whoopsie.
Was that Attila the fucking Hun as a vampire?
Something like that. I'm gonna end up getting this fucking day one, even with my hesitation.
Maybe if they're
Bam!
maybe we'll get lucky and they won't have like the same rush product because they're not working for CD Projekt Red anymore. And they're not trying to rush the game out like they were being forced to with the previous game.
It's like, wait, you play as a vampire? I'm down. I'm done. I'll do that. You're the bad guy? Sweet. I'm there. But we got to wait and get closer.
I mean, if you want to play as a game that's like semi-vampiric as a bad guy, you should play Prototype.
I played Prototype.
Lunka!
Oh, look, it's Nosferatu.
My sister. She needs help. Fast. Please, let us pass through. I beg of you.
Ooh.
Please. Please.
Ooh. Like,
I don't know. How? I am life. I am death.
So is he gonna owe them something? Probably.
I don't know what sort of mechanics and rule system they're going to use for the vampires.
I'm speculating that he's gonna owe. He basically in exchange for them like saving his sister or saving. Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
He didn't bite her.
Okay, so she's a ghoul.
No. And
Yeah.
in the Dracula movie with
Again
with Nicolas Cage, Dracula's blood healed people.
Yeah, and in the World of Darkness, vampire blood heals people. But if you drink it too many times in the World of Darkness, you become bound to that vampire. One drink of blood in that mechanics, you're swayed towards that vampire. It all depends on what sort of rule system they're going to use for the vampires. That's what I'm interested in. So let's keep watching.
In between,
All
I
right.
have been. Death. I am everything in between. I have been watching your little valley. Pestilence, famine, killing, blood spilt carelessly like water. Things will be different now. For all of you.
The world needs what it fears. There you are.
Okay, so clearly he gets turned into a vampire.
I believe so.
Probably in exchange for saving the sister, he gets turned. The fuck was that?
I don't know.
Looks like some Leonardo da Vinci shit.
Yeah, I thought about that. Yeah, with the wings and shit. It's a very strange monstrosity. Blood of the Dawn Walker.
So he's gonna become a daywalker? I mean, he has to. He's gonna be in the sunlight.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah. So maybe not a vampire, more of some sort of.
Oh, maybe it's gonna be maybe it's gonna be like the Dracula 2000 movie, where like remember whenever Dracula was able to go in the sun. Well, no, he wasn't able to go to the sunlight. Never mind. Nope, I was wrong.
Dawn Walker game, Bandai Namco, Yeah, that's everything. Blood of the Dawn Walker. What was that? I don't know what that is. So yeah, color me intrigued on that one for sure. But like, how many times do we get burned on games? How many times do we say, "Oh, that looks good," and it comes out and shit?
No Man's Sky.
People, yeah, but No Man's Sky is better. Wow, I'm tired of that story arc. I'm tired of games like Cyberpunk 2077 that should be fantastic, but then they get released, shit the bed. But now they're fantastic. I'm tired of fucking waiting. Let the game finish the development, and all that other stuff. Original Dracula lore, he could be out in the sunlight. He was just unable to bring his power to bear. Okay. He had to sleep in corrupted dirt of his home. Oh, Lord have mercy. Do you know anything about Kingdom Come Deliverance?
The name sounds familiar, but honestly, no.
Mm-hmm. There's hoopla going on with Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 being
I know there's
a gay scene or a rumored gay scene that you can't skip, and it's like, oh boy, I can't wait
what?
to see it. Apparently, there's a rumor going around that in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, there's an unskippable gay scene, so it's getting banned in Saudi Arabia. And I'm wondering, it's like, how are people going to react to it? I wonder.
They're going to call them racist like they always do.
Oh, no. People are excited for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Yeah.
Not racist, sexist or whatever. Homophobic.
Istophobic, blah, 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 blah. Wait, they're going to call... No, nobody gives a fuck about Saudi Arabia. They ban homosexuality. We already know that. They throw people off of buildings, yada, yada, yada. It's against the law. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the usual suspects.
Oh, they're just going to call us whatever the names are going to usually call us until, like, just because we don't like it. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what the hell it is, so I have no fucking idea.
We shall see. It's out soon. Avowed comes out next month. I'm going to be playing that.
I'm not.
Have you seen this abomination that I've been playing the past few nights? Crush House.
I have been either playing Valheim or D&D.
You're smarter than me. I didn't play it last night because I was watching Skeleton Crew. I should have just played it. Cockman what? Steve, I don't even know what you're talking about. Cockman Oppressor. Do I even want to look that up? I'm scared.
I know I'm excited for the Corey told me about the new Dynasty Warriors game coming out. I'm excited to play that.
Is that the one where there's like 1 million people on screen? You got to kill them all?
Yeah.
Yeah. You heard You heard Rocksteady came out and confirmed that you killed clones in Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League?
Yeah, we talked about that already.
Yes, I know that, but all of a sudden everybody's acting like it's news. It's not really dead. It was just clones. Like, yeah, we're
not going to save the game.
We knew about that months ago. No, the game is dead. The game's dead. It's gone. It's like nobody cares. It's like, no, it's okay. They just killed the clones. Somebody brought this up. They brought this up on side scrollers, or no, not. It was either on side scrollers or some. I saw it somewhere. They mentioned that. Well, what about Wonder Woman? Because Wonder Woman wasn't acting like a clone. She was trying to stop the evil bad guys or the evil good guys, but she died anyway. So, I mean, is she still dead? They just absolutely shit the bed all like across the fucking board. Oh, I don't care. That's other stuff. Oh no. The fuck are you smoking something?
No.
That sound like you. That was your nose?
What are you talking about?
It sounded like this.
I mean, I'm having trouble breathing.
So that was your nose.
I guess.
Yeah. Oh, type A, type B, body type. Don't give a fuck. Is the game fun? Oh, what about this? Don't give a fuck if the game's fun. I think I'm just gonna stick to that. I'm getting tired. I hate to say that, but
Wonder Woman, hella dead.
oh, Wonder Woman, hella dead. Decanonize. Nobody care. Like they don't need to decanonize the game because nobody cares about it. It's just
the Arkham series ended in Arkham City. Not Arkham City. Yeah, was it Arkham City? The one where Batman blew up the mansion. I think that was Arkham City.
Oh Lord! Oh no! I'm playing this. I don't. What the fuck? What this shit is? Mr. Cockman Oppressor.
They were trying to warn us all the way back then.
Oh my God! What? Okay. Hold on. Whatever. Maddie Corman as women. What? What is
there you go. It's the movie's called PCU.
PCU 1994. Holy shit. Yeah. Oh God. This entire stream's gonna get hit. Like I don't know how much of this is gonna be up on the other channel, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Shit's gonna get clipped out. Sorry, y'all. Oh my goodness gracious me. What? Let's see. Oh, making fun is hard.
Not really. We find what things to make fun of, and it's pretty easy.
Ooh. I wanted to watch this other video. Tim. Is this him? That's not him. Where's he at? Do gamers know what they want? Ah, Tim Kaine. Sorry, Tim Kaine. Do devs know what gamers want? Do gamers know what they like?
Well, from software knows what gamers like.
But yeah,
I'm excited to play Night Rain.
Yeah. Comments are worst. Oh Lord. Do y'all want to check this out? Because I thought about this and I was curious. I hadn't watched it yet. And just to be fair, we're gonna put it on 1.25 speed. So this is the original that video. Yes, what?
If you pause it enough, you can you won't get struck.
I'm not gonna strike anybody. I'm talking about the other shit. No. So this is Tim Kaine. Tim Kaine is former developer for Fallout. No, he created the Fallout. He was part of the creation of the Fallout series. Some of his videos I've listened to, some of the things I've heard him talk about, and he's pretty smart. He did this video. Do gamers know what they like? And he did another one. Do devs know what gamers want? And his statements were, no, they don't, because gamers don't know what they like. They don't know what they want, and they're vague about it, and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, you pretentious twat. They're so like, no,
I know exactly what I want out of games.
I know what the fuck we want it to be fun. Well, what does that mean? Well, it means this, and this. There's so many channels dedicated to criticism, like, well, you're vocal about what you don't like, but do you know what you do like? It's like, yeah, I like the stuff that's not what I don't like. Anyway, so he talked about this one, and I wanted to check this out. So let's see how long we can go with this.
Hi, everyone. It's me, Tim. Today I want to talk about the question, do game players even know what they like?
Yes.
I almost called this game players don't know what they like. But I figured it would lead to a better comment section if I posed it as a question.
No chance in hell that you post a question like this on social media, where you post this video on social media, that you're going to get a reasonable conversation. You will have to sift through, and I said this in the video, you will have to sift through a whole lot of bullshit to get to the actual constructive criticism. Unfortunately, devs like him apparently don't want to do that. Or they're just, willfully not doing that. No.
Let me tell you why I thought of this. I was watching a comedian podcast, not a comedy podcast. I wasn't watching comedians do stand-up. I was talking about comedians talk with each other about being comedians. And one of them made a comment that it's very hard to come up with jokes.
I understand that everybody likes it, Penny, but I love Souls Combat. Fucking love it.
Oh yeah, there's a particular niche group of players that like get their rocks off on shit like that.
I understand some people don't like it. I get it, but it's like a dance for me. Like you learn. I like learning the dance.
Mm-hmm. I will take a difficult game so far. I enjoyed the hell out of Elden Ring, but God, it's not something I would go after as a genre, though.
I would. I fucking love it.
No.
In a world where audience only know what jokes. In a world where audience.
You see what he said
about being comedians. And one of them made a comment that it's very hard to come up with jokes in a world where audience only know what they find unfunny.
What?
That's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. Audiences only know what they find unfunny.
What?
That doesn't make any sense. People will laugh at something if it's funny. If it's not funny, it's not. Like, there's some jokes out there that are not going to land on every single audience. They'll land with the majority of audience. They'll not land with the majority of audience. And that's the thing about comedy. You don't know if you're funny until it's too late. Just audiences only know what they don't think is funny.
That's stupid.
And most of them couldn't write a joke if their lives depended on it.
Because they're not fucking comedian. Oh no, I'm gonna be nice and calm. And most of them couldn't write a joke if their life depended on it. You are correct in that, because
they could write a joke. It may not be a good joke, but anyone can write a joke.
Yeah, there are people out there who are exponentially better at writing jokes and being funny. They're called comedians. There are people out there that are exponentially better at writing an interesting story in the fantasy realm. They are called authors. Some of them are more successful than others. This whole idea of like people don't know what they want, is asinine. Lord.
Especially a joke that you could say in stand-up.
You can say any joke in stand-up, you dipshit. It's just, some people have the stones, some people don't have the stones. Comedy is whatever.
And I thought that was interesting because, first of all, I met a lot of people who think they're funny and they are not funny. But also, stand-up comedy is a perfect example of it doesn't require any equipment or anything. It's basically you and it's pure skill. And there's a lot of people who think they're good at it who are not.
Oh, you mean like this kind of similar to all the devs in the AAA industry? They think they're good at something and they're terrible at it. So yeah, this is a pretty good analogy he's got going there. It's not the analogy he's trying to pull, but it's definitely a good analogy. You got people who think they're good developers and they suck.
Good at it. And I thought that was interesting because it was purely skill-based. But what the comedian was essentially saying is it's hard to get feedback from an audience because they're laugh when you say something funny and groan or boo when you say something not funny, but they're not.
Well, that's your barometer. That's it. That is your metric for quality. If the audience laughs, keep going. If they, and you have to judge the groan on, it's like, ho, because that's the horror laugh. The where it's like, oh, that's funny, but I don't know if I should laugh, like, ho, shit, Oh, good.
Not actually telling you what it is they liked and didn't dislike about those jokes.
No,
so he's clearly not a comedian. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh, Tim Kaine? No, he's a developer. He's just talking about the live stream, the podcast, or whatever that he watched with comedians talking about it, and he's comparing it to developer. He's comparing it to gamers when he should be comparing it to developers. But he's compared the audience as like, oh, they're gonna laugh at this. Let me see what the fuck. Let's back this up a little bit.
Or boo when you say something not funny, but they're not actually telling you what it is they liked and didn't dislike about those jokes. You only know whether it was a hit or miss.
A talented comedian will know, and the idea that an audience is not going to tell you what they like and what they don't. We live in an age of instant criticism.
We live in the age of. Have you never heard of hecklers?
Apparently not.
This is similar in the game industry, but what really knocked it home for me is someone mentioned a George R.R. Martin quote, which I looked up. He was talking about book readers, and he said, quote, "Now social media is ruled by anti-fans who would rather talk about the stuff they hate than the stuff they love."
George R.R. Martin may not be the best person for Tim to bring up here, because people are kind of pissed off at good old George, because he's how many years? Well over 10 years, probably going on 13 years since Winds of Winter, and has not finished Winds of Winter. He created a book series beloved by millions upon millions of people, and just fucks off and doesn't feel like finishing it because for whatever reason.
He made his money.
And blames the fans. Blames the fucking fans. So, Tim, I'm like, sorry, dude, this is not the road you want to go down.
He made his money. He ain't got to worry about it no more.
He's blaming the critics. You're blaming stop blaming the critics for your lack of motivation and talent.
Unquote. Now, whether or not social media is the cause, I don't know. That's a whole other discussion. I don't even want to have it.
Then why'd you bring it up, asshole?
But I do see a rise over the decades of my career in how games are discussed in person and online, which is a prioritization of the bad features over the good. People love to talk about what they hate.
Bullshit. This is a bold-faced lie. You have one channel after another, after another, after another, even for all IPs across the board that still talk about the things that they like. Yes, they talk about the things that they don't like. It's called criticism. There's positive criticism, there's negative criticism, and you have to take it all in. Weed through the bullshit. You have to wade through all the nonsense.
Yeah, just like Anita Sarkeesian said.
And stop insulting your customers. Anti-fans. That is such a stupid freaking that's a stupid statement, qualification, whatever. The anti-fan. They're not anti-fans, okay? They are fans of the product that is coming, and they take issue with the direction that it's going, and they're vocal about it. They used to be positively vocal, screaming from the rafters about all the things that they liked, until said IP just got flushed down the toilet. I hate
Star Wars.
What made you think I was talking about that?
And some of them almost never even mention what it is they like. What would they prefer?
Lies. You are this. He is either intentionally stupid or intentionally disingenuous. This is an absolute. I'm sorry. And this man is just, look at it. See the top left? Fallout. I absolutely fucking love. Like, it was one of my first, turn-based, post-apocalyptic sci-fi. Love it, love it, love it to this day. So, and yet you're going to come out and say something so astronomically stupid. Congratulations.
Instead. And I get it with the rise of monetized channels. I totally understand.
Oh, this idea that hate makes money. If the only thing you do on your channel, you're not going to last long. I mean, maybe you will, maybe you won't. Who knows? I don't know. But the
grifters, man. The grifters.
The grifters.
No, you said it wrong. The grifters.
The grifters. Oh, God. Oh, yeah. The original God of War combat. Yeah. The first two. Oh, that was great. Especially you had to bang prostitutes to get your health back.
No, it was experience.
Whatever.
That rage bait gets more clicks. So if you go
not always
on and have a channel and you go, I hate this, and these people are dumb and blah.
So he's just following the NPC bullshit that's coming out over and over again, trying to discredit essentially, channels like mine, channels like Hypnotic, channels like Smash JT, who are coming out and seeing the things that we don't like, seeing the things that the things that people are saying, things people are doing, the direction that these beloved IPs that that in my case grew up on. Okay, I grew up on these things, and I don't care for
I thought you never grew up though. Killed it.
You know what I mean, asshole. I don't want to grow up. Anyway, spent my life adoring, following, just getting the toys, getting the Legos, getting this, watching the shows, and then it just like slowly just petered out, falling off a cliff. The writing, the quality, the style.
Speaking of Legos, my sister sent me a picture the other day of the new D&D Lego set that came out recently.
That came out last year.
Oh, I guess
year. The castle with dragon, the beholder.
Yeah,
that's last year.
Oh well, she found it at one of the bookstores she goes to. So I was telling her that you probably have already bought it.
Nope, I haven't gotten it yet. I want to, but yeah, I haven't gotten it yet. I have all the D&D minis that they came out in the blind boxes. Got all those. I want the Mimic box. That was a gift with purchase. Anyway, this idea that it's hate channels. You do it because of hate, because you're a grifter, and you just can't be like. No, stop it.
You keep saying it wrong. It's not grifter. It's gwifta.
Shut up.
Because that's what people respond to. But it doesn't really explain forums or comment sections where the people who are leaving the comments, they have no stake in how many people read their comment. But still, you find that complaints about features are on the rise. And constructive feedback saying, I wish they had done this instead, or I like this in my games, is on the decline.
No, it's not. You just don't feel like looking for it. You don't feel like acknowledging it. Developers will be quick to insult us, calling us all manner of istophobe under the sun, instead of actually listening to what we're talking about, what we like, what we don't like. Why can't you do this? Why is this? Why is that? And showing comparisons of, okay, you did this in this game, that wasn't really good. You changed this from this game to that game, and just this idea that no, gamers don't know what they want. No, go fuck yourself.
At least at the very minimum, the ratio.
I'm just gonna be obnoxious all the time. More obnoxious than I normally am.
Has been increasing from.
I was going to say.
The weird thing about this is, I see people complaining about features that they can 100% absolutely ignore. Yes, the game has that feature. Yes, the game is 100% playable without the feature.
Gee, I can't imagine what he's talking about.
But they complain that the feature exists. Like, oh, it's there. It's looking at me. This comes up a lot about microtransactions.
Like the pride flags, stuff like that.
Oh, the fuck on. Hold the absolute fuck on with this shit. I'm gonna back this up because I need everybody to listen to this. Here's the example that he gives. All right,
without the feature, but they complain that the feature exists. Like, oh, it's there. It's looking at me. This comes up a lot about microtransaction.
Go fuck yourself, Tim. It is predatory bullshit monetization that preys on people who have issues with impulse controls. And then developers put that kind of shit in their games where it bottlenecks and throttles all of your progression until all of a sudden, oh, well, how about this XP booster? It's just right there. You don't have to buy it.
Or this really great item that'll help you catch up to the rest of your friends.
God, Jesus, how many bad examples can you give? And it's not gambling. It's the price mechanics. Fuck you, EA. We're tired of this bullshit because they spend more time, more effort, more development on their loot boxes, on their microtransactions. And you want to say, well, you can just ignore it. No, we don't want it in our fucking games. We're tired of
that's the
bullshit.
first time I've ever heard Kilt's voice crack.
Fuck. I'm sorry. I'm a little... I have something to say about it.
You don't say.
Oh, fuck you and you fucking Tim. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Microtransactions. That's the fucking example you bring up of something. Well, you can just ignore it. Fuck. You can just ignore it. It's okay. Microtransactions are fine. When you have monetization like Fortnite, battle passes for cosmetics, or you can buy V-Bucks for cosmetics. I will never have a problem with that. It's not gambling. It's not random.
It doesn't push you. It doesn't put you ahead of the curve
It does not give you any sort of benefit bonus. You just look cool. It's the rule of cool, and that's it. I can't like. I might argue about the cost of it, but as far as that being, I do not consider that a predatory monetization scheme because Fortnite's fucking free. But then you have a game with a $70 price tag that wants you to get a battle pass. I'm sorry, what? Or that wants you to pay a little bit extra for this skin. Excuse me, Ubisoft? Or pay even more, $120 fucking dollars, and we'll give you early access for a single player game. Multiple Star Wars. Star Wars Outlaws. That's shit. Multiple cosmetics for a single player game. And a quest line behind the paywall.
I don't have issues for cosmetics for single player games so long as you can earn them in the game, like outfits that you can.
Star Wars Battlefront, EA, go fuck yourself. I have a problem with microtransactions in a premium price game. I will always have now, if it's a games as a service, you better be careful. Concord failed so astronomically, and it deserved to have failed. But then you got Marvel Rivals that came out that has cosmetics. They cost money. Has a battle pass that costs money. Well, how much does Marvel Rivals cost? Big, fat, nothing. Absolutely nothing. And again, you want to go to Fortnite, you want to go free to play route, no advertising. It doesn't push the store right there in your face every time you fucking log in. Yeah, cool. Yeah. But when you're following the monetization scheme of a fucking mobile app on a premium price game, get bent. Just straight up get bent.
There are games that have 100% cosmetic only microtransactions.
And nobody fucking complains about that. What is he talking about? They might complain about the price. I get it. We're going to complain about the price. But is he saying I'm not seeing videos talking about predatory microtransactions for cosmetics.
People will still complain they're there, even though those transactions in no way make the game easier to play, or it's not pay to win. It's just.
But if it's in a Call of Duty franchise game or a Modern Warfare game and it doesn't make any fucking sense that they're there, yes, that's where people have the problem with you, because they're trying to turn their game. They're trying to turn Call of Duty into Fortnite. They're trying to turn Modern Warfare into Fortnite with all these flashy belts,
not going to happen.
Or farting shit and rainbows at its ass, or all of a sudden your gun turns into a fucking bong in a game that is supposed to be relatively realistic with its graphics and gameplay. But let's put rainbows shooting rainbows out their ass. Jesus fucking Christ. People are going to complain when you take Fortnite cosmetics style and put it into a Modern Warfare type game. People are going to have a problem with that, and I think it's justifiably so. Like, it's silly bullshit. You're trying to be a game that you're not, and that's where people have the problem with. Well, you could just ignore it, but that's not the point.
Just cosmetic microtransactions. I've mentioned this before, and people's response were, "Well, some of these people are spending or gambling addicts, and they can't control themselves, and this is predatory and it's horrible."
Yes, correct.
But then I did a fast travel video, and I'll link it below, where I said, "Well, what about fast travel? There are games." Now, you're right. Some people brought up there are some games that aren't designed well. So if you don't have fast travel, and quest markers are harder to play, but there are a lot of games that you do not need to use fast travel. And they even have some difficulty modes where you can't.
What the fuck does that have anything to do with it?
Some games do make you pay for fast travel.
Holy shit, what?
In-game currency, really, but
that's not a microtransaction. Microtransactions is classified as using real world currency to get that benefit. Like, if I'm paying gold, like, fast travel is not stealing people's money. Wait, what? You're paying money to access fast travel?
Some games have made that. Yes.
Yeah, fuck those games.
But guess what? People still do it anyway.
Oh, but that makes it okay. That makes it okay, everybody. We don't have a gambling epidemic. People still do it. People are arguing against it, but it's okay. That's perfectly all right. Oh no.
Games are provably that fast travel was not necessary to play the game, or even.
But they put it in there because people are going to use it and they get a little bit of money off of them. $1 here, $1 there. You're talking about one CEO was talking about charging you money to reload your gun if you ran out of bullets.
To enjoy the game, but almost everybody does it anyway. There's no gambling component, and
whether or not it's a gambling component is irrelevant. It's a predatory monetization. It doesn't have to be gambling. It doesn't have to be random. It's predatory. When someone it's like, here, you can pay 50 cents to fast travel, huh? It's only 50 cents, right? What if you're doing it 10 times a day? It adds up. 17 times a week. It fucking adds up. And you accept it. Oh, all of a sudden it goes up to $1, $2, whatever. Or you can spend $10 to get 15 fast travel scrolls. Like, what the fuck? That is predatory. You are preying on someone's sense of time.
Yeah, I know this is off topic, but
paying for convenience.
You know what? I know this is off topic, and but the predatory thing reminds me of this. I saw a reel a couple days ago about how England is starting to force people to pay television fee. If you own a television in your home and it has any form of live service on it,
that's nothing new. That's not new.
Well, I think America is trying to do the same thing over here.
We have fucking TV.
Well, no. Listen.
Oh, United States is trying to pick that up. Yeah.
Yes. So, like, the thing is, like, the people, if you live in the UK and you have the BBC anywhere on your TV, the government will fine you for having it on your TV because it's their property and it's a rental fee or something like that. Even though you own the TV.
Yeah, they have people going around in the UK knocking on your door, looking into your windows, looking into your house to see what you have on your television to try and scare you into paying money. Yeah, I know. That's years. That's been going on for years.
Well, I just found out about it, and like this talk reminded me of it.
It's a
TV license. That's it.
Then go, well, it's more convenient or something like that. But they would do it even when non-fast travel rewards them by giving them fun encounters or new location discovery. They will still use fast travel, which makes the game a lesser experience for them.
Yes, paying for convenience. Paying for convenience is predatory monetization. There's no difference. It's 6 one way, half a dozen the next.
But they can't seem to bring themselves not to use it. And then that's when they turn around and say, well, it's the designer's fault. He never should have put that in the first.
Correct. They shouldn't have put that in there. They put that in there specifically to make money and prey on people's sense of time. Yeah, sorry. You don't want to admit that. But
I can't remember. I know that there are games that do. I just can't remember a game that requires you to pay for fast travel. I cannot remember. I know I've seen it before though.
First place, which is again a whole other discussion of how much handholding do you want? And handholding in this case is how much should the designer not let you pick and choose how you want to play the game?
What?
How about just leave the monetization out of the game? Make a complete game, point A to point B to point C, all the way to Z, and just a finished game. Leave the microtransactions, the macro transactions, leave all that bullshit out of the game. And right then and there, you do away with that, especially when it's a AAA price. And you'd be surprised at how much people stop complaining about it.
Should he force you to play it the way that you want to play it? And
I got a better idea. How about we just stop fucking buying games that have that in there? With Jesus Christ. The mobile game monetization scheme is moving over to the AAA industry with AAA price tags, and it's insufferable.
Yeah,
and it's the way you'll enjoy.
It seems about it. I mean, for fuck's like, if I find out, I'm stubborn, and even if I like the game, I will play the game without fast travel. Just if it means they don't get another cent out of me.
It's just fast travel is just an example that he's using for shit like that. Paying for convenience. It may not be as bad as paying for power, but you're still paying money, real money.
For a game you already own.
in a game that you already own that you should not have to. You shouldn't. You just no. Fuck no.
Game. Should he force you to play it the way that you want to play it and is the way you'll enjoy it and ignore millions of other players? And I'll get to that because a lot of you give feedback as if you're the only person on the planet, but you assume your views represent everyone else.
No, we're not as pretentious as you. We talk about the things we like and we don't like, and then other people join in on the conversation, give their 2 cents, agree, disagree, and whatnot. But this idea that a single gamer says this game should be made for me and me alone. No, people don't. No, that's only the devs. You're going to play the game the way I want you to. It's like, no, I'm just going to hold on to my wallet and not spend any money on the game that you're trying to push down my throat because you think no. You provide the piece of entertainment for the customer, what the customer wants. Because if you don't give the customer what they want, they will find someone that will give them what they want.
I mean, look at Suicide Squad.
Look at Suicide Squad. Look at Concord, where people are very vocal about these games. We don't like that. This looks like shit. What are you doing? They put it out anyway, and it fucking fails miserably. Dragon Age: The Fail Guard comes out and just shits the bed. So bad that they don't even want to tell anybody how many games it sold.
Every time I talk about this with Corey, he's still like, I don't care what JJ says. I enjoy shit.
That's fine.
My bad.
He can enjoy the game all he wants to.
He just thinks at this point he told me he just does it to rile you up sometimes. He thinks it's funny.
No, that's fine. I think the writing is atrocious. Anyway.
But I'll get to that. He
brings up a point, but I'll get to that. But that's another thing.
Penny, I haven't bought a Call of Duty game since Black Ops 2.
I don't play those games.
I've loved the zombie modes, so that's what I play it for.
It's not enough for me.
Videos. If players would only talk more about what they want,
they do. You're just ignoring it
instead of what they don't want. This would be so much better.
Good Lord. There's there are channels dedicated. There are videos dedicated to all this stuff. Good night, Siani.
There's forums dedicated to this.
But you say the wrong thing, you're banned. You say the wrong thing, you say the wrong opinion, you have the wrong opinion, you're an istophobe. It's like, no.
Clearer and so much cleaner feedback. First of all, it gives developers a much better idea of how many people want those certain features. If you just say you don't like fast travel, but you don't say what you want instead.
Not fast travel, you dumbass. Nobody's. How do you sit there?
I think he's using that as an example.
You sit there and bring up paying money for fast travel and then equate that into players not wanting fast travel at all? What? How do you do that? Those are 2 totally separate things. Like, I don't want, you're putting in monetization for fast travel. That's terrible. Well, you don't want fast travel? It's like, again, that's like saying on the internet, I like pancakes. What's the matter? You don't like waffles? Like, it's not what I said, motherfucker. Good Jesus.
They're not
Do
sure
you
how to
like
implement
waffles? Yeah, we like waffles. Do you like pancakes? I love that song.
I don't even know.
Instead,
you ever heard the waffle
they're not
pancakes?
sure
No, I didn't.
how to implement that fast travel-less game. Do you want more encounters? Do you want a paid way of doing fast travel?
No, nobody wants a paid way of doing fast travel. No, gamers are sick and fucking tired of this monetization scheme from developers because the investors just don't even give a shit about a quality game. And they say, make money, make money, make money, make money, make money. Look at Fortnite. It's making all the money. Put something in there to make the money. How can we monetize this game so we can continue to make money after the game comes out? And gamers are getting fucking fed up with it. Jesus.
Do you want a resource-intensive way of doing fast travel? What do you want? Because doing nothing is 100% giving you not fast travel. But that's probably not what you want. You probably want something in exchange for not having the fast travel.
How about
and
if players say that don't put anything in there, we have to pay money for fast travel. Hey, problem solved. Either put fast travel in the game for free or don't have fast travel in there. Problem fucking solved. Yep, they create the problem to sell the solution.
This should be as simple as putting a checkbox in saying that turn off fast travel.
Just
that's what beta testers are for, and you don't listen to them most of the time.
Assurance? Yeah, no. Yep.
I'm pretty sure that's what he's talking about is literally what the whole beta test.
Okay, hold on. Penny, I'm not saying anything bad about Fortnite. I have fun playing Fortnite. I have fun playing Lego Fortnite. Every once in a while, I'll jump into the zero build shit. Okay. I think Fortnite has the best monetization out there for a free game. Plus, they continuously they're constantly updating it. They're constantly working different seasons, different maps, different gameplay modes, different all kinds of stuff. They still care about the game because it's a big fucking cash cow. Okay. And I do not fault Epic for it. I don't. And I never
They know
will.
it makes them money.
Okay. Yeah. But I mean, Tim here hasn't said anything about Fortnite, but it's like if people are trying to copy the Fortnite success, but
Technically, they're trying to copy the the PUBG success because PUBG came first.
Console market is the beta testers. Well, they're not, but they don't want to put in the work. Say what you want, like people put in work to get Fortnite to get the skins cost money, the licenses cost money. Looking having a concert, I don't even want to know how much it costs to put Eminem in there and Snoop Dogg and whatever that other chick is in there for the big grand season. Oh, excuse me, opening was. That costs money. That takes work. That takes effort. Or it could just take putting a skin on a mesh suit out there that they already have. Either way, they put the effort into it to keep changing things up. But these other studios, they just want to put the monetization in there and say it's going to be a success. It's like, no, you're not putting that extra work in there. And it just
doing difficulty where
no, doing difficulty. Hold on,
putting a checkbox in saying that turn off fast travel. You can see my video on doing difficulty where there are people out there that think certain options should be decided by the designer, not the player, and therefore should not be provided in the options menu. They basically say, don't make me decide how to play your game.
What? Are people really doing that?
I mean, I know people complained about the there's no difficulty slider in Dark Souls or Elden Ring, but that's by design.
Boo fucking who? Yeah, it's their game, it's their choice. Don't like it, don't play.
But play Elden Ring. Elden Ring is fun.
Elden Ring is fantastic.
Just be aware that there's no good solution to this because there are lots of players out there who want lots of options. Yep. They love playing around like, oh, good, the game lets me turn off the HUD. Oh, good, the game lets me turn off fast travel. They want
customization is king.
It is king. But ultimately, when it comes to difficulty and heads-up displays and all these other, what you see on the screen, that is up to the developer to decide what they want to put in the game, and that's fine. But however, the players will decide ultimately with their wallets. The market will decide how many people want to play that game, how many people are willing to, when the sales are perfectly fine, you're selling 10 million copies of the game in the first 3 months. Well, then obviously everything they did with that game was a hit. So let's do it again with those options for, all that other stuff. Or you'll have a particular niche group of players that it will continuously buy everything that FromSoft puts out there because
they focus on
quality, they focus on story, and they have their own brand of difficulty, and they're not interested in your crying about a lack of a difficulty slider.
In fact, their developer is a masochist and he loves watching people suffer.
Well, yeah.
I guess it's a sadist more than a masochist.
The whole thing is the market will decide, and you better pay attention to the market, regardless of how players communicate it off. Do gamers know what they want? Yes, they do. Some are better than others at communicating that. But the number one way that gamers show you what they like and what they don't like is with their wallets.
Or they'll say it online, and then they just don't tell. They don't listen to it.
You have a vast majority of normies, essentially the silent normies, who just go out and they buy the game or they don't buy the game or whatnot. You got to pay attention. It's better to pay attention to these sales numbers than idiots like me screaming online. Sales numbers tell you everything. I could sit there and complain about a game that I didn't really care for. I didn't like the story. I thought it was boring. But if that fucking game sells 5 million copies, guess what? I'm the minority. Get it? Market will decide. You better pay attention to the market.
Is no good solution for a developer. The problem is when people just tell you what they don't want, it's hard to get an idea of what the percentage is.
No, it's not. If people tell you what they don't want, then don't put it in the game.
Ta-da! It's amazing. I mean, it like this is not it's not a difficult equation to solve. It really isn't.
alternative. It's like, okay, I know you don't want fast travel, but what do you want? Do you want
an interesting way to get from point A to point B? Cyberpunk 2077. Yes, I bring it up. You know, deal with it. I ride around on a motorcycle. I've barely ever used fast travel in the 1,000 hours that I put into it because the city is beautiful. Make it pretty to look at. People won't use the fast travel. Make the travel interesting. Don't make it a chore, because if it's a chore, people are just going to walk away from your game. Or you put fast travel in for different points that you've already discovered. So do a mix of both. But don't make people pay for it with money.
more random encounters? Do you want a paid fast travel? Things like that.
Nobody wants to pay. Why the? This motherfucker sounds like me with the amount he's repeating himself.
Or if you're tired of me talking about fast travel,
well, yeah, y'all were all exposed to the asbestos at your age.
Touche, motherfucker.
Video. And there are plenty of people who think that how items should be available and what should happen after you pick them up should be handled differently. Read the comment section. I'm not sure people were reading them. People were leaving comments saying everybody hates encumbrance. And then
yes, encumbrance sucks, but it's a feature we get used to.
Well, depending on the game. I think it just generally depends on the game.
No, I get it for people who like immersion and just don't want to have like an endless backpack. I get it.
If it's an RPG, if it is any sort of role-playing game, you need to have some sort of limitations on what a player can carry. No ifs, no ands, no buts. Period. That's it. End of discussion.
Yeah, either weight or slots.
Weight or slots. One or the other. You either limit the amount of things that player can carry, like in Diablo or Path of Exiles, or you have weight to it, like Baldur's Gate and fucking Skyrim. You need to limit, because otherwise that's too much. And players, I mean, we've been doing this for fucking ever. Like since the dawn of the RPG. You're limited with the amount of weight you can carry. We get it. We understand it. We know what we're getting into. Whatever. It depends on the genre of the game for me.
And literally the next comment was, oh, I love when games have encumbrance. I'm not sure people read the comments because there are a lot of comments where people love to say categorically, no one likes this. Everyone hates this right after a comment or before a comment of somebody saying they like it. So please take a look at the comment. In fact, let's talk a little bit about how to comment.
Oh no.
Wait. Have you seen
Melanie Mac? Melanie Mac. I have no intention of watching her video.
What is TNA?
Tits and ass.
Oh.
Melanie Mac. I have opinions on Melanie Mac and her views and her religious views on censorship because, and I have opinions on Melanie Thomas. I do.
We all know you don't like censorship.
I'm not interested in someone getting on their high horse and trying to claim moral superiority and using the Bible as a shield for it. Don't do that. That's just no. Your brand of censorship is no different than the other brands of censorship. It's censorship. Eat a dick. And don't stand there and fucking preach to anybody when you have Laura Croft behind with the booty shorts. Okay. Yeah, I saw that. I did see the clip. Now, I didn't watch the video, but I am aware. I'll give her kudos for not fucking blocking me yet. Her, John F. Trent, and John De La Rose. I don't have a problem voicing my opinion on Twitter. And surprisingly enough, not a single one of them have blocked me. Which is a surprise because I'm not nice about it.
Like I said, I would way prefer on this channel and for any forum where you're talking to game developers, say what it is you liked.
We do. You're not listening.
Especially why you like doing that feature.
We do. You're not listening.
Sure. I have an entire video on how to give good feedback. It's called Being Constructive.
You're being a pretentious twat.
It's way easier to respond to constructive feedback than non-constructive feedback. So what I don't understand is if you really want to get what you want, say what it is you want.
We do. You're not listening.
Now, some people just be like, no, I've got to say what I dislike. It's not fair saying what
It's all part of criticism. You say what you like, you say what you don't like. You say why you like it, and you say why you don't like it. It's all part of it. It's all one in the same. Okay. But unfortunately, the developers, they just want to bottle everyone up. You don't like it because you're a bigot. You don't like Tosh because you're a transphobe. It's like, no, we don't like Tosh because she's a pretentious twat with terrible writing. You could have done it so much better. It's disrespectful to everything. The fucking whatever their fucking race is, I can't remember. The Kunari were in previous games. Absolute shit disrespectful to their characters and their lore.
I actually have been replaying. Like I told you before, I've been replaying Dragon Age, the reverse one. The Kunari actually didn't have horns back then.
Okay,
that was added. That was added in Dragon Age 2, I think. I thought this was interesting.
Gamers, you don't know what you like because you're complaining about what you don't like. It's all goes hand in hand.
Dislike is just as useful. It is if it's specific, which many of you aren't. There is a.
It's all your fault because you don't know how to communicate. There we go.
Video I have called "Feedback Needs Context," so you need to watch that. But let me give you the high-level example there, which is if you just go, "Enemies are dumb. Stop giving us dumb enemies."
When Star Wars Outlaws came out and the clips started coming out, people were saying the AI is retarded. Look at what they're doing. People gave context. People gave examples. When you're sneaking around and all of a sudden you go stealth in 2-foot tall grass, all of a sudden nobody can shoot you. You can't get hurt. You can't get shot, whatever, even though they're standing right there, standing directly on top of you. That is dumb AI. People give examples, but you just don't want to acknowledge it. Here's an idea, Tim. You give examples, but you don't acknowledge the countless examples and context that everyone else gives. You can hear.
Okay, you give negative feedback, but you give absolutely no context.
Bullshit.
So,
well, no, not bullshit. You're going to have people like that. That is the slop that you must wade through, unfortunately, because
people from the internet come from all walks of life.
There are millions and millions of people on the internet that are going to comment. They're going to comment on YouTube videos. They're going to comment on Twitter. They're going to comment all over the place on Twitch. Millions of people. And there's a good percentage of them that are going to go, God, this sucks. I hate it. And say nothing else. But there's quite a few of them out there.
Well, not everyone is going to say,
I don't like this and this is why.
Not everyone is going to take the time to just go, this is what, giving you a fucking paragraph as to why they didn't like something.
But there are many out there who will. There are many out there who will.
Oh, it's not like they can go in and go, hey, programmer, can you click the checkbox for smart enemies? It may be that what you meant was these enemies never take cover. There's cover all over the place that I use, but they never take it.
Yeah, and people say that. People do. I see it all the time. Like, but just
oh, you want enemies to take cover more frequently. Okay, that's constructive. I can work on that. So think of it as a wish list too. Like, imagine somebody came up to you and said, hey, what do you think Tim Kaine would like for his birthday? If you said he would love a dark chocolate bar, at least 65% cacao, versus he hates white chocolate, what do you think is more likely to get me something I want?
This guy's terrible with analogies and examples.
He also, I don't know, he gives me a very, like, privileged face. Like, he's up his own ass.
Pretentious. It's the word you're looking for is pretentious. I know better than you. That is the vibe that I got off on the previous video, on the words and everything. Because yeah, unfortunately, I watched it. I was like,
yeah, pretentious is the right word.
Yeah,
the first one, I'm going to get a dark chocolate bar that's at least 65% cacao, which immediately puts it in a range of chocolate that I absolutely adore. But the person who said he hates white chocolate, I may get a Snickers bar.
Marcus, go to somebody share the stream. I think it's in the link in the description. I am way more up to date with the live streams. I try to get them up the next day on the live stream channel. Okay, so I got a lot better at it. We are up to date. I'm up to date on it. I'm up to date on the live stream channel. So that's where all the the Dumpster-Fireside chat stuff goes. Link in the description box down below.
Yep.
I hate your sniffles.
I don't even back and Snickers.
I'm
Snickers are okay.
sorry. I'm trying to fucking breathe.
But you can see that just saying
Breathing is overrated.
I hate white chocolate. Maybe they're getting me a boat.
I mean,
don't
you're
want a
not
boat.
wrong, but still.
Are you fucking kidding me? Hold on.
I didn't hear what he said. I was fucking. I
Oh,
was messing
God.
with you.
Listen to this. Okay. What the fuck is
Chocolate. I may get.
no.
Snickers.
Okay, hold on. Wait.
Yeah, I heard that part.
I think it's more likely to get me something I want. The first one, I'm going to get a dark chocolate bar that's at least 65% cacao, which immediately puts it in a range of chocolate that I absolutely adore. But the person who said he hates white chocolate, I may get a Snickers bar. Well, I don't want to go back on Snickers. Snickers are okay. But you can see that just saying I hate white chocolate, maybe they're getting me a boat.
What? What?
I don't like white chocolate. Oh, I'm gonna go get you a boat. I'm gonna get you a transformer. Wait, what? What?
That made no sense.
Because he's terrible with examples and analogies. No analogies. No, not. He's terrible with examples.
Chocolate and boats don't, unless you're getting a chocolate boat, which is a whole other story, and they're delicious.
It depends on how big the chocolate boat is.
I don't want a boat, but they're like, well, it's not white chocolate. This is why it's so hard for developers to deal with your negative feedback. You're not telling them what you want. Just telling a developer what you don't want. Guess what? The space of what you could want is huge, and you're not helping. In fact, you're in.
If gamers are constantly telling you the things that they don't like, that really, 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 really narrows it down. Okay. Don't put that shit in the game. If the vast majority of gamers out there say, oh, we're not interested in monetizing fast travel. Well, you know what you don't do? Don't monetize the fast travel. Well, what do they want? I mean, let's just put free fast travel in there, see what they say. Ta-da.
In many ways, you're hurting because you're jamming up the
games suck because gamers don't know how to talk.
Channel of communication with noise, with unactionable feedback. So you may think, well,
it's impossible to get feedback without noise. You're going to get the noise. That's the bullshit to wade through. That's what he's referring to. I don't like that. And you walk away. That's noise. You're going to get that no matter what you do, no matter what industry you're in, no matter what part
you
of
also got to think about it. There's also children out there that just comment on shit as well. They don't know how to give constructive criticism a lot of times either.
Some of them are actually 6 years old. Most of them are in their 30s.
This may not help, but it doesn't hurt. It hurts. It jams.
No, it doesn't hurt. No. You're wrong. Well, hold on.
Communication channels.
It jams up the communication channels. Yes, because you're on the internet. Because there's millions and millions and millions. There's millions of people on the internet. It sucks. It sucks. What are we supposed to do? So what he's saying? So people aren't allowed to give any sort of opinion. You can't do it unless you can be specific. You're not allowed to say anything.
Now,
again,
devs also want to provide
Yep.
games with features that are most wanted. Because if you say, I like hot air balloon travel, and you're the only one among millions of potential game players.
Why the fuck would you listen to one person out of millions when you're the only person saying, I like that? What? I want to see. Let's see where these goes with this. Let's see. Let's see if he let's see if he keeps going with the good examples.
You're probably not going to get that. Maybe from a solo.
No shit.
Dev, but you're not going to get a big one.
No, you're not going to get it from a solo dev because you're one fucking person. I'm sorry.
Unless you're that one person who paid his Patreon to the max.
Unless I'm the person that funded the fucking project myself. No.
So that brings me to the question of this channel, of this particular video. Do gamers even know what it is they like?
Yes.
Very,
very short answer. Yes. We know what we like. Absolutely 100%. We know what we like. And we throw our money at it all the time. Sometimes we throw our money at it without even waiting for the review or waiting for, more information on it. We just toss our fucking money at it. Anthem, looking at you. No Man's Sky. Yeah, anyway. And we never learn from our mistakes because we're stupid.
We see something that looks cool and we're like, oh, I want that.
Ooh, shiny. Look. Oh, my God. Because I looked at the vampire game and went, oh, my God, give it to me.
And I say this,
but that genuinely looks good so far.
It does, God, it does. But I'm
and I don't the reason. And I know this is a sad that's a qualifier, but it looks like they just focused on the game, the story of the game, and not outside messages. I guess
We gotta wait and see. You can hide all kinds of shit,
I said at first glance.
Yeah. So we'll see.
People will say they want certain features, almost that they demand certain features and that they hate other ones. But then the sales figures do not bear that out.
And then you follow the market. Ta-da! It's fucking basic economics. Holy shit. If it sells, you do it more. If it doesn't sell, stop doing it. Concord, shit the bed. Hey, don't follow that path anymore with Concord. Marvel Rivals soaring to the fucking stratosphere. It's making millions of dollars in cosmetics. Fucking think about it. Black Myth Wukong. Black Myth Wukong. Millions of copies. Millions in sales. Give me a fucking break. It is the most basic of basics of economics.
No, look, let's be honest. Marvel Rivals is making money because of jingle physics and the modders on it.
Yeah, okay. First Ascendant is plummeting in players. First Ascendant is tanking in players because it's a boring grind fest. It turns into a boring grind fest. That's it. Marvel Rivals is a fun fucking game. It can have all the pretty, beautiful bells and whistles and TNA and bouncy, jiggly all it wants to, but it has to be fun. If Stellar Blade was not fun and did not have interesting mechanics and a good story, it would have fucking tanked as well. Tits and ass does not carry a game.
I know, but it certainly does help.
That these games have reached. It does not carry it. It helps. It absolutely helps. Shit's pretty to look at. Something is aesthetically pleasing.
The art style is really good. I'll give Marvel's that, like Marvel Rivals.
The art style is fantastic. I love it. People are loving it.
And I do love how like the
characters
skins
look like their Marvel. That look like their Marvel counterparts.
I like a lot of the time. So from what I've seen, like they actually have been putting like a lot of skins on characters from like old niche skins that like were popular, but people forgot about it, and they're like just bringing them back up to surface. So I like that. It shows that like people who were actually working on it were fans of like
Tencent, right? It's Tencent, Chinese company.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know anything about what. I don't know that.
Oh, we're gonna talk about it later. We'll talk about it some other time. Anyway,
the only thing I can say I can disagree about what Marvel Rivals is doing is the whole since I know it was developed in China, like the whole like you can't type certain things in the chat. Like that's not even.
Why would you be typing anything in the chat anyway? It's a fast paced.
I don't know, man. But I did see that. And I was like, that I don't like the censorship on that. Like, people, but I guess they don't have the
but
same.
Hey, here's the thing: you never have to worry about the message in Marvel Rivals because China fucking bans that shit. So
fair.
Yep,
fair.
They buy games that don't have the features they claim they demand, and they buy games with features they claim they hate. And I get that because games are
because it's a small part of the entirety of the game. If the things that you dislike cover 10% of the game and the other 90% of the game is fantastic, well, guess what? Gamers will put up a lot of bullshit if that 90% is fantastic. Okay? We'll put up with your stupid bullshit if the rest of it makes sense and is fun. Right here. Make it fun first. That's it.
Oh, you forgot enough.
Fuckers.
Amalgamation of different features, and
there
you
you
have some things you want and some things you don't, which is why it could really help when you leave feedback on that game. You say, I bought it because of these features, but I wished you had these instead.
Yeah, but if it's such a small minority, if the sales figures reflect that people want,
didn't he just say that they're not going to listen to one person?
Yeah, I don't expect developers to listen to one or two people. The only thing developers should be listening to and paying attention to is the market. Okay. And if the sales for the game are low as shit, then you might want to go find out why they're low as shit. That's when you go pay attention. If the sales are fucking astronomical through the roof, go listen, go pay attention to what people are talking about. Like, one leads to the other. Okay. One thing leads to another.
What one foot in front of the other.
But the reason sales may not bear out what it is you said you wanted is, one, you may be a minority opinion. You may really want a certain feature, but most people don't, or they don't care about it.
Duh.
And you can say everybody wants this, but not a lot of people do. I have a whole video on voiceover about that. And there were people who go, I don't care about
Oh,
voiceover.
speaking
There are
of
people-
voiceover, I actually got a gig.
Outstanding. We'll talk about it next time.
say I only buy games with voiceover, and there are people who said, yeah, I sometimes don't buy a game because if everything's voiced, I know it's a little rigid. But the flip side of why sales figures may not bear out your opinion is you may not guide your spending based on your beliefs. And this can be knowingly or...
Are you fucking serious? Hold on. I gotta hear that shit again.
I sometimes don't buy a game because if everything's voiced, I know it's a little rigid.
I gotta hear this again.
But the flip side of why sales figures may not bear out your opinion is you may not guide your spending based on your beliefs. And this can be knowingly or...
You may not guide your spending based on your beliefs.
A lot of people do. A lot of people do.
So you're just telling everybody that, oh, you just run your mouth on the internet because you're a grifter, but you don't actually mean anything you say. It's like, no, fuck you, bitch. Oh no. You don't say that to your audience.
or unknowingly. You may buy a game not knowing you didn't check the reviews and you didn't realize it did this thing you don't like.
Then that's your fault as a customer.
I have done that only because I was bored at a game store, didn't know what I wanted to buy, and I picked up the first case that I liked. And then sometimes it's fun. It's fun to like try and like get a game that like you don't know anything about. It's a gamble.
Yeah, sometimes, but when it comes to again AAA games, people are buying stuff, and then they realize that all of a sudden like, wait a minute, this is not something I like. Well, again, that falls on the head of the gamer, and they don't have like, sorry, you can't complain. Definitely don't pre-order. Do not pre-order games. Wait for reviews. Find someone you trust. Find multiple people you trust. Don't find one single solitary person. Don't use one. Find multiple people you have relatively, the same interests and the same ideas. You like the same IPs. You like sci-fi. Find people who like sci-fi games. You like fantasy games. You like first-person shooters. Find those content creators. Find those review sites. Not the mainstream. They're shit. IGN sucks.
You know what I miss?
Find regular people. What?
I miss like how I don't know if I know that you can probably still find them, but I miss the GameStop workers who actually like played multiple types of games and can give you an actual decent opinion. Like if you go like, hey, I'm looking for this type of game, and they can be like, okay, well, I'll recommend this, this, and this because I've played these games and I like them, and they're very similar to that. I used to get a lot of that during GameStop. Now, like if I go into a GameStop most of the time nowadays, it's
they're
like
just trying to sell you everything.
Like, hey, I'm looking for a game. I like to do this play style, but they're like, I don't know. You can try something. I don't know. Like that's the answer you get most of the time.
No, we have the internet now. Not knowing anything about the game is a Gen X problem. See, yeah, I can't deny that. You go to the store and pick up Ikari Warriors because it was fun in the arcade, but then you regret it when you get home because it's a pain in the fucking ass and it's not what you thought it was. Yeah, we didn't have the magazines. We didn't have the reviews. The magazines came out and the game was already out for 3 or 4 months and you already bought it. So, yeah. We have instant reviews. We have instant criticism. And
we have early reviews, like because now people can get the game before it even gets released.
Yeah, but see, but we're getting to the point where the early reviews are the bought and paid for. The maybe not shills, but they're bought and paid for. They got to say all the positive stuff. They can't say anything negative about it. So you got to be careful. Just be careful. Find multiple content creators, just regular fucking people that kind of back in our day. Don't do that.
That would be unknowingly. The knowingly part is when you say you don't want something, but you buy games that have it anyway because they're popular, because your friends are playing it, because
it's one feature that you just have to put up with.
Mm-hmm.
Like not every game is gonna be perfect, except for the From Software games.
Because it's popular, because your friends are playing it, and I don't understand this example he's given. People have been doing that since the dawn of time. It's like, I don't really play first-person shooters, but all my friends do, and it's fun to play the game with them. Yeah, but they're not going to sit there and play it by themselves. They're going to jump on and play it. It's like people. I'm going to play Fortnite with Hoshi and Jason, and that's the only time I play Fortnite. Stuff like that. Or I'll play this game with my kids. I've never played by myself. Stuff like that. That's why people get games. It's like there's multiple factors. Like just Lord have mercy.
You did
it's clearly out of touch.
Well, we're getting a lot of that. It reminds me of David Jaffe.
Guess what? The devs can't figure out what's going on because people said they didn't want this, but the game sold well.
Well, then you keep doing that. The game, fucking market, Jesus, fucking market. Oh my God, this is basic fucking economics.
One issue is that none of those groups, people who are minority opinion or people whose spending doesn't align with their beliefs, whether knowingly or not. None of those groups are ever going to be well served by big business, by AAA games. And it's because they literally have to go after majority opinion to try to sell better. Occasionally there's a breakthrough where a game that no one expected or ever asked for busts through and everybody loves it.
Go after majority opinion. Again, this like market. Look at the market. Did it sell? Yes. Do that more. Did it not sell? No. Don't do that anymore.
That's rare. And I've talked about with big budgets come less risk. If you
wait, hold on. I gotta back this up for a second. I need to hear what he said. Okay, hold on.
Game that no one expected or ever asked for busts through and everybody loves it. That's rare.
Yes.
And I've talked about with big budgets come less risk.
What?
One more time.
Expected or ever asked for bust through and everybody loves it. That's rare. And I've talked about with big budgets come less risk.
I gotta hear. There's got to be more to it.
If you have a minority opinion, or
nope, with big budget comes less risk.
Is he serious?
I think
is he high?
With big budget comes less risk. I think there's more. There's a greater risk. The higher the budget, the greater the risk, because you risk not making any money. We are having a problem across the entertainment industry, whether it's TV shows, movies, and video games, where there is a bloated budget. Video games costing $200 million fucking dollars to put out. Like, you have to sell 5 to 10 million copies of that game to make money.
Is he high?
I think I don't know.
Or you're somebody who doesn't spend like you talk. Take a look at indie games. There's a ton of them. I'm sure there's one for you.
Yeah, and we're going to get indie games. Okay, we're going to have more fun on a $16 little video game where my number one problem with it is the pastel, oversaturated colors that are hurting my eyes. But I'm actually having fun with the game because it's an interesting premise and it's silly as fuck. Yes, I'm talking about Crush House. I'm having fun with the fucking game. Wasn't expecting it. Indie game that's, people like. Apparently Sweet Baby's involved in it, but I just had to. It looked so stupid. And it's piqued my interest.
You're a traitor.
Oh, I don't want anybody else to buy the fucking game. No, don't buy that game. It's shit. It's bad, but it's piqued my interest. I have, Yeah.
In fact, there are so many games out there, more games than you could ever play. There's more games out there that align exactly with how you want to play games.
Yeah, sure. And we're going to play those games. And the AAA studios are losing our money. Good. Cool.
Than you could ever possibly purchase or play, and they already exist. So that leads me to the question of why is everybody going online to complain? Because there are a ton of games that you would love, and the only
because we
want more games that we can love.
We want better games that we love. That's just fucking it. Because we try to tell the studios what we like, what we don't like. We try to tell them over and over again, hey, maybe you shouldn't do this with this IP. Maybe you shouldn't be so disrespectful to Batman in this game. Maybe you should have handled it better. Nah, fuck you. You're just an estophobe. Like, okay.
Just like doing it. You just like complaining. And if that's you, that's fine. I get it. Just bear in mind, it's not helping you get better games that you want. It would be far better if you said exactly what it is you want.
Again, for the last time, everyone is screaming from the rafters the things that we like and the things that we don't like that go hand in fucking hand. It's not our fault that these devs want to ignore us, willfully ignore us, and insult our criticisms, calling us grifters, calling us fucking bigots and racists and homophobes and istophobes and all in the manner of the book. That's them. We are quite fucking clear what we like and what we don't like.
Instead of just saying what it is you don't want. And then you have to sit and have that conversation with yourself. Do you even know what it is you want?
You pretentious fuck.
Do you know what you like?
Yes, we
do.
Behold.
So, fuck this. Okay. It is way past time, and we're going to. Hold on.
You okay there?
No, I'm not.
Something happened.
That's going to be it. I got to use the bathroom. Anyway, that's going to be it for tonight, folks. I know y'all all wanted to hear that last day. That's how we're going to end this stream. Anyway, y'all have a good night. Say good night, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.
Thank you for joining us. We'll talk more about it later. Bye-bye.